Apparently nobody knows how to drive today.
And then,
knows how to drive anything.
and then you get an
Well,
additional
there were 2 separate
1d6.
accidents right next to each other on the way home. And now there's 2 more on the way here.
Wow.
On the other side of the freeway.
Yeah, I heard all kinds of sirens when I was leaving my house down that way, down south.
Yeah, because the 1d8 was for my arrow, and then plus the 1d6
Right.
with the flame.
Right. So,
And don't forget Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
so just remember,
May or
remind
may
me
have
to,
not
remind me before we go to combat to light your arrows on fire.
Okay, a bug just hit me in the face and fell down on my glasses. He was like, woohoo, sliding down the glasses. I heard him. Just a little tiny ones.
I assume he's just running late.
They said there's lots of accidents. Hope he's not in one.
Yeah, how much is my hunter's mark damage roll?
D6.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember you said it.
How long should we give him? Alright, it is 7.
It's 7.
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's been ready to go since this morning.
I think he means since Tuesday.
Boat full of undead. Clock says home.
What?
It's in the Discord.
Somebody's phone went off. Not mine. My phone. Shut that back window, because it's going to start cooling off.
You're here! Did you get trapped by the accident? The one right down the street? Yeah, we don't go there.
The what?
It's on Southwest.
I was hungry and it was close.
We went to Wendy's and Wendy did them wrong.
I didn't even wrong. It just took forever.
Yeah, I think the universe is trying to make me wait tonight.
Oh yeah. What happened?
So I had to talk to one of my guys before I left the office, but he was teaching class, and they were having problems with one of the servers, so they didn't get done until about 5:30. And then on the way home, like, kind of the same thing. I'm like, I'm just going to swing by Subway and grab a sandwich on the way home, because I'm not home late anyway.
That's why you got to
And
or normal.
so
That's why
apparently
you got to
Subway was
go
giving
on
out
time.
coupons at some point, because like half a blind was in the waiting line.
Oh Lord.
And they had the guy behind the counter that was like, he must have been like Rachel's brother, that girl from the line at work. The one, the really slow one.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was like,
Yeah, what would you like in your sandwich? The lettuce?
Dude, you're giving me PTSD from the girl at work.
that's kind of what he was
Like,
doing. It was
oh
like,
my
like
God.
individually placing like a
Your
piece of
hand's
meat
there.
on
Just
the
go ahead and grab a couple.
on
You
the
don't have to
sandwich,
keep going
right?
back.
Stoney's like,
The guy that actually made my sandwich was one of the quick guys. But the other guy wound up running the register, and he had, 3 or 4 sandwiches all lined up because he was falling behind.
Oh
I was just like, oh god. I'm like, run home and stuff is still ready to come as fast as I can.
I fixed the.
To redo the things?
Yeah.
Why they're all
I
like
gotta
that?
admit, it wasn't so much Wendy's fault as it was the guy the one person in front of me ordering half the menu. It's like, dude, seriously, go through the drive-thru.
They need to implement like
Because it was
like
to go.
price, like a price cap in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
When you start ordering too much shit, it's like, no, you have to come back.
The problem is, it's just like the
If I have a
20
Mr. Pepper.
item or less
No.
lanes. Nobody will
Not yours?
Yeah.
And the business
Whose am I
will
stealing?
have the,
I don't know, probably Ron's.
will.
They've probably been in there for a long time too.
Oh, they have.
Because I see
I don't
them
know.
behind the
Don't ask me.
When you see them
I'll-
passing
I'll-
like
I'll donate it
6
somewhere.
bags worth of food.
I'll
Yeah,
donate
It's
it
like,
somewhere.
what the hell? And I'm looking at it like, you don't have that many people in the car.
Well, because I actually I left early because the place that we're leasing had scheduled somebody to come
Where's
look
my
at our
stuff?
place because it's up for lease since we're buying the house.
All right.
And they were getting there at 6:30, and I'm like, well, I'll just leave early and go get something to eat. And I was like, Wendy's is right up the street from them, so I'll go to Wendy's. And you know, little to my knowledge, the guy in front of me felt like having all of Wendy's
I
tonight.
have no
so.
idea what's going to happen past this point.
Yeah, we had that situation on a Whataburger before we were coming over here that one night.
We did
I
that.
went
last
to
night at
Whataburger, but I
McDonald's.
won't eat there anymore.
We went to Whataburger like it was at. We left a half hour early,
Okay.
and we sat there in line. There weren't that many
There
people.
was a
They were
streak
just
of going to Whataburger about
I went to
10 times in a row that they screwed my order up. So I'm like, bye Whataburger. It was
Which
it was
one?
nice knowing you. Any of them. Like
Oh.
seriously, it got to the point that I was like, I'm not going to this one anymore.
That's
They
where
keep
I was
screwing up
with-
my order. Go to another one. I'm not going to this one. They're like 5 times. I'm not going to this one anymore. They screwed up my order.
I know exactly
Third one.
what you're talking about.
So I'm like, okay, well, bye Whataburger. Sorry, miss you. Love the burgers, but if you guys can't get me a burger the way I order it, then
What
All
was
right.
the pizza place that fucked up literally every single order we ever had?
That's the Southwest Parkway McDonald's. They,
don't
did
remember.
you go through the drive-thru? They,
No, it
they
was-
You
will
go
not, they will
in.
not
Was
get
it
it right.
Domino's?
You go in, and they're
Good.
so slow. We went there last night all the way to take him to the baseball game.
I wrote them off. I won't even go to that one.
And
Not that I go to
it
McDonald's.
took, well, because it's on the way, and
Yeah.
they took forever. The person in front of us, well, I don't know, couldn't figure out what she wanted. And we went in there, I want this, and you know, I was,
Yeah.
and then it took forever to get the food. Took longer to get the food than it did to eat it.
I found the closer you're trying to get to the college, the dumber the employees are.
Yeah,
You are not
other
incorrect.
thing, going through the drive-through, and then I've started checking my orders a lot more often because I'll make it all the way home before I open the bag, and what's in there is not even close to what I ordered. So it's like, oh, I wanted the Whopper, and instead I got like nuggets, and it's like because they just and then somebody else got my Whopper.
Yeah. They just got my, they
the
just
last straw for me
got
from
them out of order,
Whataburger.
somebody left, and
Well, the funny thing is how their ordering system works. I've been at least 3 different fast food places, and they all do it the same way. When you do drive-through, it's based on car color or order in the lane, and you get to see them there. You know what's being ordered. You're on the headset with them,
Yeah.
so black car.
They keep screwing it up.
Whataburger to me, the last straw was literally all I got was a drink, and they screwed it up.
How do you mess
I went
up
to get a
that?
Coke Zero, they gave me a root beer. I'm like,
Hey, it's that guy.
all right,
Let's fuck him.
yeah, I'm like, Whataburger's fucking trolling me at this point. I'm never going back.
taste the soup. Just taste the soup.
Yeah. What's wrong with the soup? Soup too hot? Taste the soup.
Alright.
Soup too cold?
Taste the soup.
All right.
Okay, where's the spoon?
Allow us to begin another episode
God damn, I'm
of
gonna.
Shards of Darkness.
I'm not even playing. I'm about what
Cue the
Twice coming
70s
to
music
America.
with all the
Never
fun
mind.
stuff that
I'm out.
matches.
They ought to call this place the Three Punches.
I need my own theme song.
Fuck you.
Punts- your
Fuck
punts
you.
in your
Fuck
hands.
you. Fuck you.
There you go. That's your theme song.
That's my theme song.
Theme song.
I don't think it's gonna work as a
And then you
theme
go
song.
screaming, Microsoft!
When we start wrecking his monsters next time, fuck you.
Oh no.
I'm a
those
nice
monsters
DM.
are
I'll
finally
keep
gonna
those
be
comments
correct.
to myself, and I will wreck you a different way.
Oh, and he ignores your attack and does like, you
Yeah.
know, 3d20.
And then he
He
summons
chooses,
more
he chooses to succeed. Oh, he has legendary? No.
Oh look, natural 20, 6 times in a row.
Oh look, he summoned 4 more skeletons.
A lot of times.
Hey, I was only half joking. We
As a
should have
bonus
kept him
action.
alive and just let him keep summoning. Like, that was a serious XP for him.
We would
Just
just
get
get
a
all
level
nice.
It's like, wait until we're all like down to our last
I was gonna say we were
spell
already here
slots.
until
Like, okay, kill the
11:30
boss now.
almost.
So, putting limits on the number of summonings I can do to solve that problem. All right, so when last we left our intrepid adventurers, it just dealt with the Midnight Raven, a undead ship that trolls the waters looking for players to attack and die at.
Players?
Yeah. Having just finished all the fight, clearing off the bones that were left over, fishing the 3 dead crew members out of the water, Kit was going to, or
Kid's not here.
Carnival,
New kit.
Happy fun time.
kit version 2.
New kit.
New kid. Okay.
Improved kit.
Improved kit had started to go down below decks and thought better of it and turned around and came back up. And that's where we left off. So, with that, you may begin.
So, Captain, shall we go? Just want to get gesturing toward the front of the ship.
Yeah.
Like, we can just continue our course now. Nothing exciting happened.
Alright, well, some of these guys are going to try to go sleep it off.
Rachel,
No can see them.
turn the TV on.
We're blind. So, what was his name again? The half orc.
Gert.
Gort.
Gert. Not Gort, that's a different guy altogether.
Gort. Suddenly this giant robot appeared. Gort.
I'll figure out
So I make my way up to
He's awake.
where he is.
He's just kind of staring.
Is he on duty or is he
Everybody's
just
awake right
hanging
now.
out? Is
Yeah,
he down?
he's awake. He's just at his normal anchor spot, just kind of staring out over the ocean.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
What
hang
time
out.
is it?
Midnight.
Is it bedtime?
If you want to go back to bed. You were kind of sleeping when this started.
Oh, I can't sleep after a good ass kicking.
Well,
yeah, Duracell jumps up on the right now.
Yeah.
I storm over to the captain.
Alright, so one person to the captain, one person to go talk to Gert.
Are you still transformed?
Yep.
I'm gonna just.
Are you
start
gonna head
grabbing,
to,
like,
back to your
a
quarters
bone at a time?
and
Just, like,
sleep
toss it
and try to
overboard.
get some spells back?
Yeah, I
So-
need to go. I need
Piece
to
of a
go.
skull.
So if I come up and like
Because I'm out,
slap you and run
I'm
away.
out down on health
Would you
and I
attack
need to
me?
get
Actually,
my spells back.
I'm gonna gather up.
Actually, I wouldn't know that. I haven't
I
seen
want to
it.
go down.
I'm just passing time, so I'm literally one
Are you
bone at a
down on
time.
health and
Walking
spells?
over to this.
Keep one. Keep a skeleton.
As a memento.
Full skeleton worth of bones is gonna stay on the boat.
As I go down Bunky's
Alright, where are you going, Jareth?
I was just gonna start
We
chucking
timed
bones over the side, but the clock said to keep one.
Is Jazz going to take up her spot on the deck side?
Yep. Just sit back down and stay back at the wheel.
Is Jazz going to sleep at all? Because she hasn't slept since yesterday, as far as I am aware.
There might be napping here and there.
Alright.
during-
Clock, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna make sure there's a full skeleton worth of bones on the boat. I'm gonna ask the captain if any of the men that fell overboard need any special rites done. And mostly I'm staring at Carnival.
Yeah, and
Alright, so we'll start with Grum.
You ain't like mud pie. You wanted them wolf wares. You wanted them wolf wares.
So, Grum, what are you going to talk to Gert about?
They're wolf.
Why are you talking like that?
I've been waiting 60 years to use that joke.
I'll have to show you the movie.
See,
Rick.
folks, dreams really do come true.
But you got to follow it up with, why are you talking like that? Followed by Marty Feldman saying, I don't know, you started it.
I thought that's what you wanted to do.
Rolling into
That'd
hay.
be someone.
So I casually stroll up to Gert,
Yes, you do.
strike a conversation.
He's
That was
just
your
kind
guy.
of peering
I
out
always
over the
skeleton,
water.
its name's gonna be
Seems
Adam.
kind of lost in thought.
That'd be normal.
So good. What do you think of that? That was pretty good. Did you enjoy?
I lost some friends.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, by the way, when we came on board, there was a little bit of friction between the captain and our new friend over there, currently looking a lot furrier when she came on board, which is weird, I know, but we'll set that aside for now. You know anything about maybe what happened between them?
Let me see if he was here at that time. He might not have been on board at that time.
That's where I know it from.
Young Frankenstein. That's where that comes from. Okay, he was on board at that time. I've never seen her do that. She just came on board and kidnapped one of the passengers with a knife.
Kidnapped, eh? Bounty?
She walked on, took person, walked away. Captain had words.
What?
She kept going.
That was it?
That's all I saw from my point.
So this is like while docked.
A few years ago.
Oh, it's a lovely night.
He goes back to looking out over the water. Carnival, Jared?
Well, I'll be any extra bones. I'll be throwing them overboard at the same, stopping at him and be like, so, like, what is this? This is not what she does. So I'm starting to get used to that, and then you show up and.
So I'm standing in front of the captain. You want to have this conversation?
Grum, what do you turn into?
He just grows.
Am I the only one what can't do that?
He's 7.5 feet tall now.
I'll just grow and shrink sometimes.
So when you come over, I go, and then you see everything shrink, and then I turn back into my normal healthy self. And all my hair recedes and everything.
Yeah, I figured that, but.
And then I say, I'm a lichen.
You're liking what?
I was thinking
I like
I've been waiting to use that one too.
Are y'all all up on deck?
Yeah, they're all over there off on the opposite side from you.
Except us.
Except these two who went to bed.
Actually, I'm not
So I'm
saying-
gonna,
Well,
in
I
response
had
to that, I'm gonna
skills
look up
back
and like, are
help
the moons
that.
full? Like,
Would this particularly be a short rest?
Today,
where's one of them?
one of them is half moon this way, one of them's half moon the other way, and it'll probably be a long rest by the time you're all set.
Oh, for the.
No, I'm just. How do you get two half moons in opposite directions?
Because there's two moons, and one of them spins
Only-
faster than the other.
Only one star.
Yes, but one of them spins faster than the other, maybe. Magic.
Don't worry about it.
D&D.
Doesn't he say
Physics.
16 minutes?
So one could be up here, and the other could be down here.
Okay.
So maybe you
Yeah,
could
if only
say-
one's up, that's fine.
Yeah. My little moon indicator doesn't tell me that they're both in the night sky simultaneously. Sometimes it does. It tells me they're in eclipse or something to
Yeah.
that effect. But
I was gonna say, doesn't Jupiter have 16 moons or some shit?
I think it has like 100 something, but there's only 16 that are. It's kind of like Pluto.
Visible from
Well, yeah.
His question was because they were both half moons, not because of the number.
yes. Were you injecting to find out if they were full moons?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I'm. Whatever. I assume the legends about lichens are roughly the same. So, they turned her into full. Whatever.
So seeing you look up at the moon, I'm like, well, it does have a difference when it's during the moon. I mean, during the full moon, it's a lot harder to hold it in check, but I can change anytime I want.
Does your skin split when that happens? Is that what all them scars are?
When I turn into my wolf, I get really angry, and it's hard to prevent myself from, kind of causing some self-harm. Also, the magic. I don't know if you guys saw all the lightning with my bow and my claws.
There was a lot of lightning where I was standing from. I didn't see where nothing came from. I just,
You were causing most of it.
it worked mine. I know mine. Mine's either out my eye or from the hammer, but yeah, I couldn't tell where that was coming from.
Basically, my special skills are to use my blood for fuel for magic. So I spill some of my own blood, and that becomes the catalyst for magical spells. And that's also
You just put some in a vial or something and keep it.
Easier way.
it's It's the act of it's the act of the violence of drawing it out that's really the catalyst.
Oh, okay.
The blood itself, if I just bottled it up, then I wouldn't have the power.
Learn something every day? He's walking. Go back and throw bugs overboard. One at a time.
So where's Jugs at this time?
Where's who?
Jugs.
Like every time you throw one, I'm looking back to see if she's going to try
I
to
think
touch
he's in.
it. Like
I
I'm,
think he went to bed.
All right, I'm going to.
If you had been,
If I realize
You
like
want
I'm
to
dead,
Hold on.
and then chuck it like 30 yards out.
if you were paying attention when it first started it, you would have noticed that it definitely caught my eye while I was still the werewolf, but that I like didn't pay attention, but like purposefully.
meanwhile, Bangy's off in the water already. Getting him.
I think he's down with me.
Oh,
You're in the right spot.
Can I have one of those boats to throw?
Yeah, I think he went to bed.
Okay, I'm gonna hunt him down and I'm gonna figure out where he is. Not hunted, but I'm gonna figure out where he is. And,
man, he's so sweet.
I'm going to, with my newfound stealth, I'm going to swipe his rum
Wow.
He's got plenty more of that.
and come back up to Gert, and we're gonna drink to
You still learn
to
I'll drink to that.
drink to fallen comrades.
All right. Well, you're inside the crew's quarters now, looking around. They're all in bed. They're just kind of laying around. They're not actually sleeping yet.
Oh, I'm not that stealthy.
Just really quietly
I'm all-
tiptoe, like as they're just staring at you.
Just like, you guys are all watching. Go
I'm
7 foot
thinking
tall.
I'm stealthier than I am. Maybe I slide in behind a pole, slide over the wall,
It's like,
and tiptoe around, and then reach out to try and grab the rum. And I don't know, does he see me?
Did you
Because
roll
I mentioned half the room is
Make
going.
what's it, deception?
he's stealthy the way Clock speaks giant.
Yeah.
Roll with
I
disadvantage.
think it's going to be deception. But go ahead and roll it.
I am very stealthy. Roll. What am I rolling for? here?
Deception.
Deception.
Isn't that more?
Or sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay. That is 19.
Well,
All right. Well, you can snag one of his jugs.
I don't think you deceived him. I think you just terrified
That's
him.
right. Nobody calls me on it. So I
He was-
slide
he
back
was the one
against the
who's
wall
never-
again,
he was
back
like-
over to the pole.
He had the jug in his hand. You just plucked it right out of his hand. He's like, "Ugh."
Yeah,
So
you probably just.
So I stealth my way back out and onto deck.
Do it again. Make a stealth check.
Every board is creaking.
But it sounds like he's just gonna
17?
fall through the board.
Okay. Yeah. They pay you no mind.
Yes, that is correct. So I will walk back to where Gert is, sighing heavily over the rail.
Alright.
And I will say, "Oi, Gert." I hand him. I say, "To fallen comrades."
Well, he drinks up. Meanwhile,
so while that's going on, I round on the captain. What was all that about?
that had nothing to do with me.
Bullshit. This is a normal travel down the coastline, and something comes after us with you. You're in charge of protecting us. You should pay us for protecting your sorry ass.
Well, alas.
Joe stops and is like watching this conversation. Like, what?
The Midnight Raven, what comes at midnight?
Whoa! Thanks for that explanation.
Doesn't just come after any
Obvious, but
ship.
it was obvious.
So what you're saying is you're a special ship, and you got us on board knowing that they were targeting you?
He's doing very hard to keep control of his attitude. Let's see how hard he can be.
Let it go.
Oh, he lets it go. He rolls a 1.
Carnival is now captain of the ship.
The problem is, it goes after magic. And I don't mean the little piddly-ass magic. It goes after very strong, powerful magic. And we don't have any of that on this ship. The only way it got on this ship is if one of you brought it. And he's indicating all of you. And those downstairs.
Like a magic item?
Usually it has to be an artifact equivalency. Because people walk around with magic gear and stuff all the time. It doesn't attract their attention. Something big and powerful is on this ship, and we didn't bring it.
Oh, I'm big and powerful.
I'm looking around at the fact that I just took over a
They're yelling,
storm
I can hear
and
this.
blew their ship apart.
Not the same type of magic.
Okay.
He knows there's magic. He knows there are magic items. The belt, for example. Mages carry wands and staves with them all over the place. It's not that style of magic. It's really rare, really powerful artifacts that draw them out.
Hey, Captain Fancy Hat there. How many times what the Midnight Raven been defeated by other boats?
At least 20.
At least 20 it's been defeated?
Aye.
So it's going to come back?
Aye, probably in a month or two.
Oh, okay.
Wherever they're spawned from, it takes them a while to regenerate and come back. But come back they do.
So we ain't got to worry about them for the rest of this trip then.
Yeah, I'll be in the library by the time I get back.
I have wandered down to listen to this.
So, whatever is on this ship, one of you brought it.
Well, that is interesting.
I don't
Maybe a
remember
little
any
bit of
restrictions.
warning would have been nice.
Because people carry around artifacts everywhere they go.
Jareth is being sly.
Well,
Jeff is
maybe
looking
if
at
you...
the sails, and he's, if assuming that what you're saying is true, wouldn't it be better then if we were to get underway and finish this trip sooner rather than later?
Oh yeah, as soon as the other ship went down, the sails kicked back up and the wind picked back up. The seas uncovered
Yeah, I'm like,
themselves. So yeah, he's got his helmsman and his thing, and
like, let's get this shit going. And we should pedal faster.
And I say,
pedal faster.
well, fine then, but no more bullshit about me causing trouble after this. And then I walk downstairs for good.
Does that ship always, that Raven ship always appear this part of the coast?
Sometimes. It's been known to be in other places.
And you didn't think about telling us this when we got on the ship?
Like I said,
That's what I was just thinking.
your normal, everyday, average Joe that walks onto my boat does not carry artifacts on them.
And you thought the
Do you
drinking
ask?
would be so.
If that's something that you need to know before you take your trip, then that would be a good question to ask people. You never asked us.
I thought we had a bit of a reputation coming with us, but apparently we don't.
What's done is done.
Just a good one to ask.
We got 2 more days before we're in the port of Somerset.
Where is the captain's bed?
In his room.
Where's his room?
It's,
In his room. Would not be
I
a
become
good
a
idea.
spider. You what? You could become a spider.
Okay.
and then a dog.
Spider dog.
You're not,
Wolf spider. I've
you're not
actually
going-
been thinking about trying
You're
to
not going
pay
scandalous,
somebody
are you?
to wolf spider. So.
What?
Skin likes to shit on other people's heads. That's what he does. That's his thing.
Especially if
So when someone says, "Where's his bed?" that's the first thing I think of.
You gonna go crawl in his bed?
How big of a spider are you?
I assume small variety.
Wolf spidery size? So like
Got you.
Not the size of a wolf.
not this small.
like a quarter.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
I picked up my phone.
The
That's a
wolf,
big
that's a
spider.
huge spider. That's like tarantula size.
No, like that.
Yeah, wolf spiders.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wolf spiders don't get much bigger than about that.
Oh,
Wolf
they
spiders
get bigger than
Not-
that.
not in
They do
D&D.
get bigger. They
D&D
also
wolf
get bigger
spiders
than
are
that.
large creatures.
Well, like I said,
Wolf wolf spiders in Texas can get this big if they're females.
Anyway, so a couple
I
inches
have not
across.
seen one that
Huge.
Like right in front of everyone. Spider.
Yep. You guys might have seen it, but not him.
Alright, he's done with this conversation.
Yeah.
We'll be sure to let you fight the next fight.
He's prone.
Right.
She has advantage on rolls to poop on him.
What would I need to roll?
For what?
To do what?
To poop on him?
Roll.
No, to mess with them.
What are you
What are
trying
you
to do?
wanting to do?
I don't know, scare him? Is he afraid of spiders? I'll make him afraid of spiders.
Yeah, if you go full spider size on him, yeah, I think that would be terrifying enough for anybody. Grum's the one that's scared of Lucas.
I'll have to bite his toe.
No. Grum.
Well, if you still don't have down the
Grum
whole
fears nothing.
transforming back, you could try to transform back to normal in front of him and just watch all the contortions going. As your like parts of you are still spider and other parts are not. That scared the shit out of me.
That's not how that works, but that would be scary. I wish to bite him
You wish to bite him
on the toe.
on the toe. Okay, roll. Just go ahead and let's say you rolled.
Roll to not get stomped.
He reaches down and kind of scratches, trying to knock you away.
Man, you need
Crawl on his hand.
Probably thinks it's a rat.
you need to do a Constitution save or something because you just bit a sailor's foot. It can't be good.
Yeah.
You had some sort
Say
of
versus
necrotic
scurvy.
damage or
You
something.
have scurvy and other things we don't want to talk about.
Crawl on his hand.
Are you gonna torture him all night?
Yep.
Does anybody else want to do anything before we go through with this?
Nope.
I'm like,
My next step
I
is
sleep.
going to sleep so I can
Yeah.
get a long
I
rest
just
in to
want
get all my
him
new
to
slots.
emit a scream.
I sleep.
All right.
I just want to torture him until he screams.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Where should we put Kit? We'll put Kit in here.
It's not a kid.
Carnival.
Carnival is downstairs having like angrily dropped onto the bed and then like tightly cocooned myself like
Are you in with us?
He's not screaming yet. You're gonna bite
If
him a
so,
lot.
if you are in with us, Bonnie will jump over to you.
then yes.
Bite him on the hand.
Curl up next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. All right. He's got a toe bite and hand bite. Where else have you bitten him?
Stop wasting all the DM spell rolls.
You know where you can let him.
He didn't notice. Just kind of scratches.
He's a dirty sailor. He's used to scratching everywhere.
Face hug you. You're coming.
Oh, yeah.
It's about right.
That woke him up. Comes up with a cross-eyed look as the spider's on his nose going,
You say,
"What the hell is it?"
Hello.
He's gonna knock you off.
Gonna jump on him again.
Can we hear this? 'Cause they're directly.
Whoever's directly below him is probably having a hard time sleeping because there's a lot of
'Cause
yelling and cussing and stomping about.
No, I just wanted to time it like, where's Jazz? And then like, roll over and
So this continues for a little while. There's a knock at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Captain, you all right in there? As Red Eye comes by to check on his captain.
Spider scurries under the bed.
Underwear?
Under the bed.
Under the bed. He answers the door. He's all pissy.
Red marks all over him.
Yeah, he's been bit quite a few times. Throws open the door. You sleep in here tonight. I'm going somewhere else with his miss spiders.
Following him out the door.
as the door closes.
Trust me, it's a wooden ship. There's plenty of cracks and crevices to crawl through. You can go sleep in One-Eye's bed.
I'm going in.
Come here, going in. He's not gonna get any sleep tonight, is he?
Well, if he would just scream.
Looks in the eye, says, "You owe me a scream."
Okay, he'll scream if you do that. So yes, he lets out a blood-curdling yell of defiance and hatred of all things skittery and leggy. His
Does he
crew
yell Microsoft?
wakes up and he's, doing batting his body and trying to figure out where you're at next.
You might want to keep an eye on him. I think
They-
he's starting to lose it.
They start laughing at him. All right, you lot, quiet it down or I'll throw you all overboard. Go back to my room.
I'm gonna bite him on the butt as he's walking.
They all see him. I don't like that.
Ah! Captain, everything all right? No! Give me my room back.
Jackson's like, what's going on?
What the heck is that all about? I don't know. It gets in here. These guys are all cutting up.
Is there a lamp or anything in his room?
Oh, God.
It's not lit. Oh, the only lamps that are lit are currently on the edges of the boat.
And there's nothing on in his room.
No, it's dark in his. Well, it's as dark as it can be in his room. Yes.
Darn. Would he have turned on a light?
There are no lights. He would have had
But
to
you
have
could
lit a
use
lamp.
You could use the moon.
Well, yeah, but like little lamp or
Use the
something.
moon shadow.
I know what
Light.
she's thinking.
She's still torturing it?
Yes.
You want to make yourself look big.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a
Big China
candle.
shadow.
No open flames on the ship, except for the ones on the side, because you don't want your ship on fire. It would be a bad thing.
I can light it on fire.
How long have I been torturing him?
It's like been
Uh,
about 10 minutes.
Well, he did skip over a lot. He was like, this continues for a while.
You're hungry.
yes,
We'll
it
go get
does.
some snacks.
Let's see. Let's jump forward. Let's jump forward an hour.
We've only been asleep an hour.
Yeah, she's been at this for an hour.
And we have to go 8 hours for a long rest.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it again for another hour.
You may write all you want about the torturing of this poor soul as a spider.
Eventually, at the 3-hour mark, I have gone back to my little spot and I'm sitting where I always have been.
2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Poof. Ah!
Overboard, men overboard.
Man overboard. And including the guy down in the cargo hold. He's overboard. Alright. Let's get it to 6 a.m., shall we? Yeah, let's say you slept in. We'll give it to 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. in the morning.
Ooh, hit the long rest.
Go ahead and long rest yourselves.
Where's that?
Down bottom left, limited use, long rest.
Yippee. Long rest.
Ghosts. Alright, it's early morning. The crew's out and about doing their thing. The captain looks really, really, really bad today. He's red-eyed and got bites and welts all over his body.
When I see him, kind of quietly, but so that he can hear, I snarkily say, "What, your conscience keep you up about not warning us?"
Damn spiders.
Yes. I approve this message. That's him. Grum stealthy.
Yes.
Perfect.
Alrighty. You guys are all up and awake, eating breakfast of nice, nasty looking eggs. I'll stick you all in the dining hall area here. Means I can fit in there.
laying down over there?
She's probably hungry. Being a wolf and all.
No. It does take a lot out of you.
And spreads it all over the floor.
Alright. If you guys aren't going to interact with the crew much longer, you will eventually make your way closer and closer to Somerset Isle.
I was thinking while we were having the breakfast, we could ask them some questions about Somerset.
Okie doke.
But I don't have any specific questions to ask, so I'm kind of lame there.
Right, if we had that conversation
She
trying to
keeps-
figure out what to ask,
she
I'm
keeps
like,
going,
oh no, you think they would have told us about the goddamn midnight race.
So, you guys been to Somerset before?
There you go. Jared with the ideas.
Who's in there right now?
You guys like stuff?
Awkward silence.
Great adventuring heroes can't hold
We're not good at
conversation.
this.
Hey, it's football team.
Oh.
Seriously though, Carnival,
Sports did
this
it
is like
all.
more conversation than Carnival's had in a very long time.
So you're actually in the galley area with Whisper, and he's quite loud. He's like, "Yeah, we've been to Somerset Isle a few times."
Is he dead?
Yes.
I cast silence on him.
Gordon Cole from Twin Peaks.
It's not a nice place.
What do you mean it's not a nice place?
Not nice how?
Well, you know how there's good places? This is not one of them.
Wow.
All of you guys are excellent at explanations. What do you mean by it's not good?
So,
You sound like Drew. I just realized that's what the accent sounds like. I just realized that.
I'll stuff you all in the crust.
I'm so sad now.
I think it's hilarious. Keep it going.
It's great. I'm not talking like a minion. So, Somerset Isle is like the furthest reaches from the crown that you can get. And because of that, the entire island city has been pretty much overrun and taken by crime bosses and other ne'er-do-wells, as it were.
So it's a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
If you wish to call it such.
Dish container these.
Murders, beatings, robberies, that all happens in broad daylight. There's no guards. It's everybody for
I
themselves.
swear I've heard of this place before. Like, not in character, but like, I've heard of the Somerset Isles before. Why have I heard of them?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Don't know why you would have heard of them. Most people stay away from them.
No, like, this is not my character.
Like real life,
This is
Somerset.
me asking,
In
why do I
real
know
life.
this?
Oh, in real life? I
Yeah.
don't know that there's any place like that.
I don't know about any place like that. The name does ring a bell. I think it might be from Skyrim. Or something like that.
Yeah, the name kind of rings a bell to me. Other than it sounding like how Australia was founded. It
Anybody
doesn't.
know
Yeah, Elder Scrolls, Somerset Isles.
I thought you said that it was a.
That's pretty.
I thought you said it was a bad place.
It is.
That's some goofy though, right?
There we go, that's why I know it. It's west of Valenwood.
Oh. Somerset? No, Somerset's all the way at the bottom.
She's
No, in
saying
Elder
from
Scrolls.
Skyrim.
In Elder
It's
Scrolls.
west of Valenwood.
I didn't steal any of
Where's
these
Valenwood?
names from them.
What?
Where's real? Which Elder Scrolls?
In Tamriel? Oh wait, no.
Morrowind? One of the Elder Scrolls games, but I did not steal their stuff.
Anyway,
Didn't even think about it. Currently,
You have to
last
go-
run by a woman by the name of Zarya. Nobody crosses her if they want to live. I hope you don't have any dealings with her. But whatever your business there is, you might want to do it quickly and leave. And try not to draw too much attention to yourself.
I I'm sure it'll be fine.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
So yeah, basically it's your typical pirate haven of death and destruction and a lot of bad people.
Tortuga! That's what I was thinking. Tortuga.
Is that from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
You always have to have a place like that. It was probably once a beautiful place. It's no longer.
I don't know, it sounds beautiful to me. Anyway, that was it for me. I'll go hang out on the crow's nest.
I'm trying to think of what drink that was. The one that he drank to...
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
He'll know. He'll remember. Is that okay?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Which is it?
It's just what it was like.
I got it.
All right.
Another berry?
Please.
Are we still around the table?
Oh my goodness. Nothing.
But I don't know what she saw.
Probably noise.
Oh.
Oh, did you put those? Did you get them out of the refrigerator?
So it's going to take about another day or two to get there, so I'm going to jump you up a day. Boink. Yeah, make this work. What did you see that?
Cannolis.
Oh, okay.
You can
Oh,
have
you
some.
I'm just
That's what they're there for.
Sometimes I'm not fast enough to shut my mouth before he says something.
Go get them. That's what they're there for. All that stuff is out there for you.
So
There's pretzels. There's pretzels in there too, Rachel. Bring them all in here.
just amongst ourselves, does anybody have any idea how we're gonna start looking for
Why don't you put
this
the cookies over here?
stuff
Look at the
when
cookies.
we get there?
I'm looking for what? The staff.
The staff.
What?
Thank you.
Well, I didn't. I mean, Carnival wasn't there, but didn't they tell? Didn't the guy tell you guys that it was from, like, stolen from some creatures,
Give them to Dad.
and that we were just landing at Somerset because that's where the landing is?
Yeah, we're looking for the
Yeah,
lizard
like
thing, people, whatever it is.
I mean, Somerset's kind of a big island. How do we know where to look?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of point us in the direction we need to start looking.
I always find lots of information in the taverns.
In a place like this? Yeah, that's probably gonna be our best bet.
Maybe they'll have another one of those great drinking games. That was fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Brum,
Here it comes.
it's shortly after breakfast.
Yes.
Here come the eggs.
And the repercussions of that mystery drink. You are now a halfling.
I wouldn't be that cruel.
Case.
You're now a gnome.
That's even more true.
You still have the belt on?
No.
That's what's gonna do the work for him though.
It's been
Except up here.
it's been backpacked.
For him.
You feeling a little gassy.
What was in those eggs? Maybe it was that rum last night. Oh, Jugs, that stuff is terrible. Oh, thanks for that.
Yes, he drinks constantly.
He's not even in the room. You just hear.
You just hear this.
Yeah. Around the corner.
Grum is sitting there. He's feeling a little uncomfortable, and he lets one big nasty one rip.
Are we all in the same room with him?
Anymore.
Is this sitting around the breakfast table?
Yes.
Oh my.
Jared's gonna make for the door
But-
in a hurry.
Jared's like, I've been here before.
Jared knows what's coming.
I've smelled the
Right before he
residual
leaves, it's
off
like,
of Jared.
Told you it
coming
wasn't
from-
me. And like slammed the door behind me.
Oh,
No.
that was unnatural.
Everybody make a perception check.
Even me, who's
All of us?
If you're in the room, yes.
Me too? No?
No, you're too busy.
I'm too busy. Trying to survive.
14.
Perception.
17.
Perception.
So
Grum's a little taller,
21.
or looks taller. He lets another one rip, and he starts listing to the side. Oh, but
What was that
he's,
thing?
he's floating up.
I'm.
Floating. Your feet are no longer touching the deck.
Oh! Oh!
I think he stole
What the hell?
Yes.
So each time I pass, I go up.
You go a little higher.
Quick! Somebody toss something around me!
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw, please. That's in the room with
is
us.
it for smell?
I've left the room
Yes.
already. I might
So-
have noticed something before I left.
So one of my features is that I have advantage on smell-related checks. So I feel like that means I have disadvantage.
That's
right.
On this one,
Double
I
disadvantage.
think you should on this.
You're gonna make them roll initiative.
I'm gonna make a roll.
Then again, dogs like the smell of some really rank
That's
stuff,
true.
so she might go for it.
I have a 15 Constitution.
Oh, you make it out.
I rolled a 5.
Oh.
I passed out.
She's dead.
No, but you will get sick.
Collapses over a chair trying to make
Maggie's rubbing your face against the floor like.
Maggie's not even in the room.
Yes,
still
I've
in the
definitely exited the
Maybe
room.
not how dogs do when they get into something.
All right, Astrid makes it outside before she pukes over the side of the ship. Grum, you're now like up against the roof of stuck to the top of the decking there.
While I'm very disconcerted why I'm floating, I'm also quite proud. Oh, that was a good one.
I'm gonna look at Astrid as she's chumming the water.
So Knox was in the room.
Should have gotten out while the
Who
game
already
was good.
smells bad anyway. He flees.
Actually, I don't run out.
Okay.
I do go out, but then I strike my tinderbox.
Anybody in the room still?
Light a match.
Sora, you gonna stay in there with us?
Oh, shit, can
I take out,
Grum?
I take out my axe.
Clock?
That might be a
Swing it
bad
down.
idea.
I rolled a 19 on the con save,
I
but
already
I'm gonna
said.
stay in the room, I think. I wanna, yeah.
Make sure he's all right, Jareth.
I'm outside.
All right. Woo, fresh air.
I think we're kind of playing, but I think I would be like, oh, light a match. Yes.
Don't die match. Don't die match.
Goes from
yes.
the box.
As I walk outside, I'm like,
All right. Did you hear me a minute ago? I said I take out my axe and boom, into the wood and I anchor myself. I'm afraid of flying out as everyone's leaving and I see the open door. I'm like, oh shit. So
Let's check its flammability, shall we?
I'm prepared.
I rolled a 2.
Is that
I was gonna say, does that mean it's
good or
safe
bad?
or it, you know,
No, it failed. So yes, there is a loud whoomph.
flame shoots out the door.
patting my beard down?
Do you have beard left after that?
Clock and Grum each take 1d6 points of damage.
I think dogs should have no eyebrows at the moment.
That's 2.
1. I'll take it.
That's it. The flames were
Technically, I
a
was standing in the door. so-
pinkish color.
Pink.
The good side is the smell is gone. Grum, make a dexterity check.
Why the hell did my hit points say 25?
Dex.
Yes.
Okay. That's 18 plus 20.
Okay. You, after the woof, you flop to the deck.
You
But
moved
managed-
to the deck.
You managed to catch yourself.
I
And
righted myself with the axe that I had stuck in the...
your hair is a bright pink.
I have hair.
It was white.
Oh, that's right.
It's now pink.
Oh, that's right.
I love it.
But I don't know this.
No.
So.
Until you walk
Oh,
out.
but is the floating stopped? I'm
Yes,
down.
you're docked back on the deck.
He's
Ooh.
green and pink.
Ooh. Oh. Clock, you okay?
Yeah, if I can figure out why my hit points just went to 25.
Oh, I can tell you.
Actually, you can.
I'm not having the eggs here ever again.
Hey, I had the eggs and ain't none of that happening to me, so let's not blame the baby chickens on that.
You do notice the big hero, I
I'm not gonna tell him.
Can you actually see that? You're 4 foot, he's 7.5.
A
I
shock of
imagine
pink
he's
hair.
looking down at me.
Because I think it's fairly long.
Yeah, your picture shows you as quite
Yeah.
quite the hairy head
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So I was standing in the doorway when I see you come down. I'm like, Jesus, Grum. Or actually, no, I don't say
Whatever
that.
the equivalent
Piccadilly.
I don't know.
By
Is that
Hans
the
Seat's
god-
beard.
is that the
Religious
god that
icon
sees the
manifestation, Grum.
It'd be more like by Hans Seat's beard or
It's like, no, it's
You know.
just scrub.
Does he come out onto the deck?
yeah.
I'm gonna like glance up and then
Oh.
I'm gonna do a double take and then this.
I think he might need to see. He's been doing that a lot.
Well, after what you let loose in there, I'm surprised that's all that's happening to me.
Oh, I don't disagree on any particular point.
So the hobgoblin there. The hobgoblin.
What was that?
Hobgoblin.
Nice.
So Burns, he's the guy that's covered in
He's
strange
catching little-
tattoos and is black and,
Lips
and
Oh, he's the guy I like.
yeah.
Strand.
He's
Yeah.
he's swabbing the
What was
deck
that?
and he stops and he kind of looks at you. The first time you've seen him emit any emotion, he just kind of he goes back to swabbing the deck.
Did you see that happen?
I think, yeah.
Make a
I'm
perception
sure it was
check.
on mine.
Let's see if you caught it.
Perception. What is mine? I think that's. I rolled a 9. I think perception is 3.
You didn't see it at all. Let's see, where's my favorite guy here? So, you gonna go back up and talk with your buddy on the deck? Sora's giving Jens a hug. Oh.
Well, it's morning.
Yes.
I'm just gonna take a leisurely stroll all around the deck. I'm gonna take the long way around,
You can
intending
show up with new hair.
to show up on the foredeck where my buddy Gert is.
All right, let's see.
Lots of stretches.
Yeah, feels good. There's a couple of snickers as you pass by, but when you turn to look at them, they're all like, they're busy.
I'm gonna go the opposite
Swabbing
way
it.
of whichever way he's going and tell every single crew member. Don't
Some of
say
them are checking
nothing
ropes.
to him.
You see a couple of them are there, they're like, oh yeah, out there, yeah, right there. See, right there in the water.
Right.
You eventually make your way to the top. Gert's again peering out over the waves, and he turns to see you.
I went opposite and told everybody to not tell him anything.
Is it pink or hot pink?
It's hot pink.
That's what I was seeing.
I was saying that big too.
It's a nice clash to go with the green body. So Gert sees you. Something different about you.
I lose some weight.
You've been drinking Jugs' ales?
Well, not since the other night. Just, had some eggs. Not the best.
Turn around.
Why? What you want?
Just
Turn,
he's trying to
turn around real fast. What?
Nothing. Something different about you. I just can't put my finger on it. He goes back to looking out over the waves. You think you heard a chuckle?
All right, I'm starting to. Something's not right. I don't know. I have no idea what it is, but the you know that feel is just there, and I'm like. So I wander over to my good pal, my drinking pal.
You go find Jugs.
No,
Clock.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Clock? You've already been out on the deck somewhere. We'll just have you leaning up against the mast.
Securing ropes, whatever.
I come in close. Right now. Clock. Have you noticed? People are acting weird. Are you seeing? I mean, maybe are they affected by the ship or something? What?
I ain't really noticed nothing, but I mean, they're probably you're carrying a little residual, little sniffy of you of what you let out in that room, and they're probably snickering at you for that because I ain't smell it until you walk back over here, and I caught a little whiff of it. So that's probably it.
I need to maybe freshen up.
I mean, we're out into sea air. It's about as fresh as you're gonna get.
Maybe I'll climb. Maybe I'll get up real high. There's a good breeze. I'll climb.
That's not a half bad idea.
Maybe in the
Get
crow's
into
nest.
tallest part. Try it if you could. You might want to comb your hair out so that the wind is catching it really well.
That's not a bad idea. I could let it flow out behind me.
That'll help because there's probably some of that in your hair too.
Maybe they do seem to be like looking there at my hair, and maybe that's why. Smelly.
Do you climb up to the crow's nest?
So I go to. Are we in the center? Are we right there?
Yeah, you're right by the mast.
All right. So, is there someone in the? I assume there's someone in the crow's nest.
Yep.
Okay.
That would be me.
Oh, that's you. Okay. So, I'm very large. So I'm gonna look up. Say, oh. So.
It's only 60 feet.
I need to. All right. So I start climbing. And I poke my head up through.
And Hawkinson turns around and goes like, "Jeez!" Well,
Wait, I'm up there.
yeah, but he's that's his job post.
So?
You could be up there with him. He's a nice guy.
Is there room for me up here? I need to air out. I think I may have lost some friends today. So I need to air out, especially my hair. People are maybe taking offense to the smell of my hair. I don't know. They keep looking at it. So
I sniff.
So Hawkinson turns
is
around.
there enough room up there?
and
For...
Yeah, you can get up. There's a platform
Okay.
around it. Hawkinson turns around and he's like, "By Laura."
Is it the smell?
He looks at you.
Hold on. I want to sniff him.
Go for it.
Perception check.
Go for it.
So that's like a 23.
Oh yeah.
Do I smell anything?
You don't smell anything.
I'm like, no, you don't smell. I don't smell anything.
Are you still in wolf?
No, he's in carnival form. The Hawkinson's like just looking right at you with this bemused look on his face.
So I feel a little bit of pity for him because I'm used to being made fun of too. So I just dig out my steel mirror I have in my pack and hand it to him.
Thank you.
No, look at yourself.
What the fuck?
At that point, we all hear
A
it.
roaring wave of laughter from literally
The
everyone
entire
on the
deck
ship.
just erupts in laughter.
Alright, who the hell did this?
Well, I think you did, Grog. Or Grog.
Who did what, Pinky?
Who are you talking to? Drum. It's not Jesus. It's not Grog. I know you knew.
I'm sorry, it's just so hard
Did you?
to keep.
You're new. Wait, you're new. Did you do this?
No.
How did I do this?
This happened when you did that nasty fart. Also, can I have my mirror back?
Oh, so shiny.
What?
I love your subtlety.
Well, but nobody else's hair turned. What the hell is this? Oh my god.
Don't worry, I think it looks good.
Is this a permanent condition?
It won't be a permanent condition.
I think it looks good, and I'm lying.
I think it should be permanent, and every time he cuts it out, it just immediately regrows back, just like this.
Harry Potter style.
Yeah.
But it gets curlier every time.
Oh,
Eventually he has a pink afro.
right.
Make a deception check.
Nope.
Go ahead and role play that again. I just want to. I don't think it looks good on you, is what you said.
I said, "Oh, don't worry about it though. I think it looks good."
Right. Alright, fine. I'll just...
Sure.
What the? Oh, duh. I'm just gonna live up here.
What do you do to the piece you cut off?
I threw it, I guess.
It'll come down to the deck. Somebody's gonna catch it.
Are you right over me? Because that looks where the thing is.
He's like, you want to
No, they're straight up the center of the mast. They're basically right up
put it on
here.
your shoulder.
Weave
So
it,
if it
weave it into
fell,
the handle of my hammer
it-
so that every time
some
I'm
could
down,
fall
I'm
on the
just gonna
ship.
point to the pink hair.
Yeah, there's a few strands on the ship. There's nothing you can
I
do.
don't know what else to do.
You've been
Make him a
affected by
friendship bracelet out.
wild magic.
Tie it off to the railing, make the little pink frills all over the ship.
I sadly make my way back down to the deck. And now I'm very conscious every time anyone looks at me. Oh, that's what it is. I go stealth. I'm just gonna. I've decided in my mind I'm gonna slip away since I.
How close are you?
Everybody sees him crawling down the mast and then
When you get
But I-
down, how close are you to me?
Oh, the center said, "Where are you? Where's she?"
Jazz is right here.
Right there. Oh, what? 10?
Yeah.
5?
Clock is standing at the center of the ship where the mast is.
Okay. So 5
Actually, can I interject something before you go back to me?
before I go stealth.
Before you go back down,
Okay.
I say, but seriously, Grum, do you think people? I mean, look, I'm used to looking weird too. It's okay. Just forget about what those people say.
Oh, I'm used to it.
It's good,
I've
man.
never been well received in many places. I grew up amongst humans. Imagine that.
You mind humans?
I grew up in a small
Make a
human
perception
being.
check.
Perception. That would be 4.
Nope, never mind.
I rolled a 1 plus 3.
You can stick with your thought. The one you had. The thing you just said.
Oh, about never being well received. Yeah. I had many a tussle over the way I looked. So I can take it.
Well, good.
Actually, I can't like it.
That's the way to do it.
So how long does this effect last? You roll.
2 days.
Wow.
We're gonna go into the middle of Tortuga.
Yes. 'Cause
With your out here.
you can start to see it now approaching.
Who wants to braid in the air?
I'll do that.
Nope.
Oh, okay. You go ahead.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft and create a little crown of thorns kind of thing that looks like a kingly hat, and then weave the pig hair into it.
I love it.
So now it's spiky and thorny and properly woven.
I approve.
So it's about 5 o'clock in the evening, and the ship is starting to finally near Somerset City proper, and you can see it now. It's coming into view pretty good. The first thing you notice is a nasty smell from the city, like trash and crap, everything else you could possibly imagine, just blowing out over the bay as the
Still
ship's
nothing
coming into
compared
dock.
to breakfast. Still nothing compared to breakfast.
Nothing compared to breakfast.
Civilization.
I'm never gonna
Compared to
get over this
breakfast.
sickness.
Huh?
I'm never gonna get over the sickness from the smell. First seasick and then drum. Now I have to smell the city too.
Yes, you will. This is a pretty crappy place. The whole place is just completely run down. You see burned out husks of buildings. You see buildings falling apart and in disrepair. Just from the ship, just watching the docks, you see fights breaking out on the docks left and right. It's just a mass of people and misery is what this city is full of.
Remind me never to come here again.
Looks like my kind of town. Watch your purses.
I was just thinking, I go ahead and put my purse inside my waistband.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some kind of adjustment, kind of move things around, and
All right, so it's about 6 o'clock. Once you finally docked, ropes are tied. The ship has been. Some things are being removed from the ship, and some things are being added to the ship. The captain comes out.
are we taking the same ship back?
No, he's leaving.
Cross that bridge.
Majority or half our journey.
So the Captain Colney comes by, and he's like, "Well, I won't say it's been the most pleasurable trip. I just want you to watch your backs. This place eats people alive. We're heading on. We may be back in about a week. If we're heading back to Blackburn in a week and you're here, I'll be more than happy to take you back." Otherwise, you gotta find your own way.
Oh, well, fair winds and following seas. Shake his hand and walk off.
I just kind of, as I'm going down the gangplank, I just kind of like bow to him with like a bit of a flourish, and then turn around and just bounce down the gangplank.
Where can I get one of them hats?
The pirate hats? Probably anywhere in the city. I'm sure they have one.
It means one like Rum has it.
Big pink feather.
What is it?
This is Scott and White health plan.
Plan number 1, don't eat chips.
Should just say no.
So you exit the ship.
As I'm walking by the captain, I shake his hand and I look at him seriously and I say, I'm really sorry about your galley. But you should really think about a better quality of food. And I leave.
Because you have no idea what caused all that. We shall take this in. So you step onto the docks proper, and you're immediately accosted, for lack of a better term, by beggars. Ever looking for handouts. They're like literally up in your face. Spare a copper! Anyone spare a copper, please! Oh, please!
We're not in my face.
Well, we tried.
The hood is coming up.
What?
The hood is coming up.
I just growl at him.
They run away. I'll do it with this one. You do see some people trying to do some work, kind of like an honest day's work, but working at the docks, loading ships, tying ropes, but you don't see too much of most people like being happy or anything. It's not a very nice place.
Do we see any street hustlers?
There's all kinds of manner of people. You're still walking towards the actual city proper from the docks into the main city walls. And there are... Yeah, we'll use these. I think these will show up better. Where's my number? I don't know where my number is. No, I had it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So as you're nearing the edge of the dock, you see some guys, big, burly-like men. They're all kind of leaning up against the poles, sitting on the railings of the pier itself, and they're watching. They've been actually watching you leave the ship and walk towards them the moment you set foot on the dock. You're quite blatantly obvious in their looks.
We noticed this.
Oh yeah, they're making no mention of her. No, they're not trying to hide their appearance or anything. They all have big, huge mauls with them. If you don't know what a maul is, it's a pole arm about yay big with a nice big metal end on it with a sharp point. As you start drawing closer, 3 of them step out onto the docks.
Am I leading?
If you wish to be.
I'm right behind you.
I'm just gonna. How far away are they? No.
So,
They can see us pretty clearly.
yeah. They've been watching you walk down the dock.
You need me to make a scene.
So, let's say this is the dock. Give us some perspective here, I guess. And then this branches off into the actual city, and like your city gates would be like right here. So they're kind of between you and the edge of the dock here. And this guy, the one I'll use as number 1,
I would like to be hidden behind Grum.
he went to be hidden behind the Grum. You are behind the Grum.
Am I hidden though?
Like you want to
Like stealth?
Well, I mean, like, you wouldn't see me.
You're on a dock. Where are you gonna go?
I was gonna just sort of motion in their general direction. And just kind of.
So, you're in the front.
Enough that they can see me and be like, they're trying to give me the idea of like, you don't want to do that.
Oh, but they so want to do
Are
that.
they wearing any identifying markings, like common, like all of them wearing some similar something?
They're dressed very similar, but they don't have any markings or any
To identify them.
nothing
as
identify
any
them.
particular group.
So
So I get the idea that they're not responding to what I'm doing. I'm gonna just sort of mumble to the rest of them. I was like, okay, this place is bad. If we're going to get anything done, we're gonna have to be worse. Let's keep walking.
I assume based on what he's saying and based on my knowledge, I know what these guys are doing. Should I roll something?
What do you think they're gonna do?
I think they're gonna come up to us and ask us for like a toll or some other.
Are they holding their arms?
Yeah, one of them's got him like slung over his shoulder.
I'm pulling out my axe.
So
Holding, but not necessarily
Holding.
brandishing.
and the one in the
I'm gonna use it as a walking. Would take an old man's walking.
they're all human, male. You see the two in the back are, one of them makes a gesture, and they kind of chuckle and wait and they grum. And the big guy in the middle, number one, he comes up with his weapon he's doing this number with the weapon over his shoulders. He's like, "Welcome to Somerset Isles, newcomers. What brings you to our fair city?"
A boat?
Don't give me no smart ass lip, Pinky.
That ain't smart. It's a boat.
It's a ship.
I
Do
mean,
you have
it's
any
a
other
ship,
questions?
really.
Yeah, it's a ship.
Which we do in character too. Really, it's more of a ship, I think.
Maybe Rachel's walking stick.
How
That would
close
be
are
good.
I
we?
guess you could call it a
How close
vessel.
are we now?
You're within talking range. He's not coming too close to you. He stayed back.
Well, I'm gonna. At least I am. If the rest of the party isn't, I'm gonna continue walking.
That's what I was thinking. I was
Yeah,
just gonna keep
I
moving
haven't
forward.
stopped. I'm just
All right.
making smart-assed conversation with Grum. And I
I
think
see.
it's more of a vessel, maybe a ship, not really a boat.
It's about medium. It's about we say medium vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Right,
I'm
well,
trying to use,
which
I'm
way's
trying
the
to
tavern?
Use, I'm trying to use small words. We have business in the city, not with you.
Ain't no business happening in this city unless it goes through me.
Well,
And Zarya says everybody pays the toll.
Let me get this right. You want me to go through you?
I think
If
you
that's
want
the
some-
way you want to make it.
Before
I'm
he
just
says
trying to
anything
get
else,
this
I pull
straight.
my sword. I slash at him.
Goodness.
Let's roll initiative.
No,
Wow.
not slashing at him. We had
What?
plans.
We have to be worse.
We had
I was about-
plans.
I was about
I was
to do
about
that.
to be worse.
I was probably going to do something similar and be like, well, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. We'll go through you then.
I was about to intimidate them.
As a matter of fact,
There's not much more intimidating
I
than
was
somebody
gonna be a
springing
bare
forward and
10
slashing
feet
your face
tall.
off.
as a matter of fact, I kind of want to make an example of this guy.
Probably do.
Prison rules: take down the biggest and toughest guy on the first day, and nobody messes with you.
Oh, come on, guys.
Well, he wants everybody to go through him to get to the city, so he put
what
one half
happens.
of them on this side of the gate, and the other half of them on this side of the gate.
I like the way you think.
I also
Just
like
wow. Grum, what you got?
This is why Jared's
10.
okay.
I don't feel so bad now. Jared.
12.
My initiative is
No,
wrong.
I still don't feel so bad. Jazz.
16.
14.
Oh, carnival.
I didn't roll very well.
Carnival?
8.
Sora?
11.
Wow.
You got an
Wow.
8 with the sword swing. That's the
Oh,
slowest sword swing
Jazz
ever.
broke 15.
The
To
most
be-
telegraphed.
To be fair, I think that would be a surprise round.
I think that one would be
Can
good.
I have things you made for me?
What things?
Cigar and
With a roll like that.
That's what you're gonna like.
what, like
Discord.
the updated one?
That's the same one.
Do
It's in the conversation between you and me and Michael.
Which part?
Which part? What? Oh, that was.
no.
No, what?
Which one that?
No, the link of animals.
Yeah, that's what I tried to click. It's the only link I have.
No, it's not. That's it.
So all my guys go last. I'll say you got the jump.
With those low rolls?
Well, we did.
You got the jump.
I rolled 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 10.
Wow.
That's why I said I don't feel so bad now.
Hey, Jazz gets to go first.
All right, Jazz.
How many days has it been since my hair turned? Just on first day?
This is still the day it
You
happened.
said we had 2 days left.
Yeah, this is the day. This is the day it happened. Still, you got 2 more. You got
Oh,
all
this
of today, and then.
Oh, I
some
thought
tomorrow.
it happened 2 days prior.
No.
Okay.
All right, Jazz. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna very slightly awkwardly. I don't know if anyone has seen a bear walk on 2 feet, but I'm gonna walk on 2 feet out from behind Grum
The
and
front
go
feet.
up to the guy who was being a brat.
Number 1.
Is that who was in the front?
Number 1 is the leader.
The guy who was talking to us.
Yep, I'm gonna go up to him.
So
Are you a bear?
If you
I
get,
am a bear.
So if you get right up there, you're going to be
What
in between
size?
4.
What size is it?
Large.
Okay. We need a large circle, and you can't get all the way up to 1.
get all the way in.
That's fine.
Just keep
I'll
it
just
upside
look
down.
at all of them.
Unless you knock them
Just
aside.
growl none.
There's some salt left if you
Can I
No,
do
no, no, I was-
intimidation
no,
for
no,
this?
here.
There's more
You can roll an
pretzels.
intimidation
You want
check,
more
yes.
pretzels?
What,
There's more pretzels in there.
Roll your intimidation skill.
what would it be under?
Intimidation.
No.
Intimidation.
What is intimidation?
Intimidation is intelligence based or charisma based.
It's charisma based, thank you. Okay, so it would be mine.
Intimidation.
Well,
World domination.
well, whatever
Wait,
a bear lacks in charisma, it makes up for by virtue of being a bear.
okay, yeah.
These please, burst will kill you.
Well, I'm forgetting I can roll in here.
I'm having to look at 2 different ones to figure it out.
It uses your stats, not the bears.
Yes,
Does
it
it say that?
uses your abilities.
So that's 10. I'm intimidating them as I'm waddling up.
Also,
Yes, it uses its strength, dex, and wisdom, and
No.
strength, dex, and constitution. It uses your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
So did my sword slash get paused then, or did
Well,
that not happen before
You're
all of this?
you're gonna go last, aren't you?
Yes.
It depends
Well, it's all
on-
simultaneously, so I guess you can still get it off.
It depends on if his sword slash is going first.
I was meaning
Yeah, I was
to
going to say,
kinda
did
start
he
at
get
the
an
combat.
advanced round? Or she?
Who are you gonna try to slash?
Where the guy who was talking.
Well, that would have been this guy.
Yeah, I was gonna run up to him and slash him in the face. Like
Alright.
spring forward in one action and do it.
Alright, I'll let you do that.
Kit should go first.
Since it was kind of surprises of you to do so.
That's what I was thinking.
Alright.
That was what I had in my head.
When do I need to light her sword?
On your turn.
That would be my turn.
Or you could do it like right now during this short free action.
Do you have a
Um,
printer?
Not waste disposal.
Uh-huh.
Can you print this for me?
Print the
The animal list he has for me. Because it's really hard to roll and then go back to the thing and then figure out what I'm supposed to be rolling. because I'm having to use 3 different things
Yeah,
to
you
get
could
all this
do
done.
it right now and then not waste the spell slot.
Where?
It would still use a
No,
spell
it
slot.
still uses spell
Oh,
slot.
it's no
It just wouldn't use an action. I mean, it would, but you'd have a free action kind of.
Because I need to light her arrows on fire.
You can.
Okay, you got 12, Rachel? Or
Well,
4?
you have to wait until your turn to do it though,
Oh.
because he's doing a surprise round for everybody.
I don't know how this will print. I don't know what this will look like. How many pages is it?
Should be 4.
Round 4.
Why does it think it wants to use one sheet of paper? Maybe I should not do it with one sheet of paper.
Just click on the PDF option. It'll give you a PDF,
Yeah.
and then you can print
I
that.
said get PDF. There we go. 8 sheets of paper.
Ouch.
Alright.
So I only had 1 sword drawn, so, or you know, I drew it in 1 motion as I ran forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 16 to hit,
That'll hit him.
and that's a 6 damage across the face.
Face damage.
Alright. You light Sora's arrows on fire.
Yeah, she's got 12.
You bared and waltzed. Clock, you're up.
Well, if he was going to get to do his attack first, then I was going to attack.
Go ahead and attack.
Okay.
Then don't worry about the intimidation.
Yeah.
Intimidation by virtue
You
of
got
claws.
12 fire arrows.
Are we just calling this top of the order, or is this still a surprise?
Yeah, we're gonna do jazz.
So I don't
I
have
started
to
with Kit
mark
only,
it up?
or I started with Carnival only because she had started wanting to do this attack before everything else happened.
My first bite is an 11 to hit.
Who are you trying to hit? 2 or 3?
3.
Okay. 11 does not hit.
Second claw is 15 to hit.
Where am I? 15.
Mm-hmm.
The second claw does strike.
I'll do 10 damage. Slashing.
So, Carnival, you started off this combat. You draw the blood right across the cheek. That guy don't look too happy at all. Jazz, you bare-formed. A couple of them are like, whoa.
But I did it behind Grum so they didn't see.
Yeah, this bear appeared out of nowhere. Number 3 dodges one of your claws, but he's too slow to get out of the way of the other one. He takes the second clock.
Put me next to 4, actually. Okay, so go through those 2.
Yep.
And then 1 more down. Or, yeah, because that's not drawing attack. And since it's a surprise round, I'm going to take a double-handed grip.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing this as a surprise round?
Or is this just top of the order?
Well, no, we just came down the top of the
Oh,
order.
it's top of the order?
I gave Carnival the
Yes.
surprise round
Okay.
because of the way the flavor wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it.
I was like, you don't want me to have a surprise.
That would be... no, I'll stay there.
Yeah, I probably one shot. That's fine.
So instead, but the difference being is instead of a 2-handed grip, it'll just be a standard shield and hammer.
Okay.
And I will tell number 4, or numbers 1 and 4, you can back this down before it's too late. And it's probably good because I'm probably going to miss number 4 with a 10.
Yes, you will miss. What'd you do? Do you try to
Just hammer.
hammer?
Yeah.
All right. Jareth.
All right. That's me on the far side right there. Okay,
Yep.
so 5 looks like he's closest.
Yep.
So I will run in, take a slash at 5 with the sword,
Slashy, slashy.
and that will be 11 or 23.
23
To
hits.
hit. Yeah. 6, 9, 19.
19 damage.
Yeah. And then I'm going to disengage. I'm going to continue past him about 10 feet.
Okay.
Kind of angled a little bit more to the east.
The Weast.
I don't have
Doesn't matter if it's right, just put some kind of marker on there so we can tell you.
Yeah. 2 more to the east from there.
That's
That's
the
the
west.
east. That's the west.
That's the Weast.
Okay, right there.
Looks
And
good.
then,
What kind of compass are you?
with whatever I have left, I'm going to look at number 1 if he's looking anywhere in my direction, the leader.
He's focused right now on Carnival.
I'm going to kill you last. I kind of want everybody to know that we want to kill him last because I want to kill him last.
I think I saw you.
Yeah.
Ask her.
Conveniently, I can help you rip him in half.
I'm staring down the barrel of a bear ass. And I do not even see you. So
I need to.
At least somebody saw it. So I'll just say that. So.
If I send out a fireball on him.
oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
Ashton's like, you're gonna wipe
She's
me
like,
off.
screw this. Here comes the heavy hander.
Shall we go big or go home?
And suddenly the entire dock's just burst into flame.
Well, if she does it behind us, then she can protect the people except for
And I
Mike,
can
then we'll
protect
go dark.
She can protect up to 4 people.
4.
You can protect all of them right there.
Yeah.
You can hit all of them and protect.
Yeah. I can hit all 5
Hold
of them.
on.
We have the the thing.
Hold on.
Gonna light some doors on.
Yeah, that'd be 1, that'd be 2,
Rachel, I need 2 more.
5. Okay, so there's 3. These are. Hold on. These are people, and they are fleeing.
Oh no. Oh man.
Okay, let them flee. If they're in my way, they're getting fired.
You fired! They are not combatants. I just wanted to point that out.
Hey, they're in the trail of debauchery. They know what they're getting into.
There are, we'll call them innocents.
But are they?
Are we fireballing the innocents?
Yeah, they're running.
Well, I don't want to fireball.
They're running away. They were like basically coming up behind you when all this broke out, and
Well,
I
protect one of the innocents, and then you're good.
I don't want to fight.
I'm out of range. You don't have to worry about me.
I don't want to kill the innocent people.
Well, you can
Shift it
protect-
over me, and I'm gonna go ahead and rage at this point. Yes,
Well,
Michael. Can I go
you-
ahead and rage?
You
What if
could.
you go
So
north?
shift it backward over me, and then you can protect.
Scoot it east, and she can protect 4, right?
She can protect 4.
Yeah, so go
Don't
north.
worry about protecting me.
Go north with it.
It's the level of the spell plus 1, right?
it says on your Arcana thing.
Go
Where?
north with it.
To hit you for no reason?
It's gonna block.
Or you can wait till your next turn. We've engaged all these guys, and wait for the peasants to flee.
Yeah, I guess by the next turn they'll probably be 30 feet away.
So she
I'd
can
say
protect
wait.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people. And then he said Grum not to worry about him. And that's herself.
That's
So it's not gonna hit her.
Yes, it will.
No,
She still
because
has. Yes,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not,
that's on that corner
it's
of that
not in
square.
it. It's in
Yes,
the very,
it
very
is.
front.
it is.
You can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level.
So 4.
So
So
if it's a
4.
third level spell, I can protect 4.
So yeah, there you go. You're fine.
Or cast something
But
else.
she's
let
not
them
gonna
run
protect
away
that one.
for the
Yeah,
round.
I say,
Yeah,
you can
let's
cast-
do that.
And because those guys aren't gonna run away.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
perfect.
The
You're
guys
gonna-
that
They're
we're fighting aren't gonna run away.
If she casts it right
Yeah,
here,
let a
then
round
she
go
can
by,
protect
yes, it should
everybody
be clear.
except for Grum.
I like the idea of letting the round go
But
by.
I don't want to hit ground.
I'll take half damage. Rage.
You're not raging right now.
You're not raging right now. You're gonna take the full damage if you fail your save.
Remember we talked about this? I said when the shit goes down, I could rage. You said this.
I never said anything to that. No, I did not.
You said, if I say right before combat starts, can I rage? Will that work? And he said yes, but then you never said you were going to rage right before the combat started,
Right.
as I think would explain.
Alright.
There's a comment.
Like if you know creatures are coming, and you say I'm gonna rage now, then I would have probably allowed it. But so you're gonna fireball? You gonna drop a fireball? It's your choice.
I don't like the way you're looking at me like that.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
How about a fire bolt?
You're dropping a
It's
fireball.
gonna hit, but it's gonna hit Grum.
If you
I have 80.
if you drop a
can
fireball,
also
you
hit
can
me with
protect
it.
everybody
Just do
other
it.
than
Do it.
Grum and hit all of the enemies.
Yeah.
So, including protecting the innocent.
As long as you can do it
We're
without
also
hurting
just
civilians.
starting the day. Do you want to burn a 3rd level spell?
That's
You
true.
can
Now?
also hit me if you want,
I'm not going to run out of muscle.
Okay.
because my bear.
I think
It's in
need
the
it.
air though.
It's up to you. Whatever you think. is
Yeah,
best.
it's completely up to you. They can be protected.
Well,
Yeah, feel free to hit me with that.
In our defense, had I known there were bystanders there, you kind of dropped them on us.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Late in the game there, because I probably would have done something different. But
That was my fault.
that's cool.
I'll bite that one.
No.
I don't know what
I
else.
totally didn't expect a fireball
Just
to be
charge the
dropped.
fireball.
And then once you said fireball, I was like, well, wait, but there's
We'll be
people
fine.
on the docks. You were passing up. There's beggars
I need,
and workers and.
I need some dice.
How many?
I need
All of them.
8 of them.
All
Oh, I've got
All
2.
of the dice.
Are you doing a fireball?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna fireball.
Rack 'em.
There's 2 more.
I need 4 more.
And I got to save versus dexterity. Huh?
15.
Although I guess that
15?
dropping a fireball on
A
place
wooden
that,
deck.
on a deck that we just showed up to, outsiders,
Hey, they started it.
doesn't matter.
Actually, technically, they did.
That's not going to look
So you
good.
know how they
Yeah,
say
that's
when you
true.
go to prison,
Well,
find
they
the biggest,
provoked-
baddest guy and beat the crap out of
So,
him?
yeah, that's what I said.
That's all we're
Yeah.
doing.
That's it.
Tortuga
Prison rules.
understands.
So fail,
Went into a Tortuga.
fail.
Do the turtle.
Here's the
Oh,
Okay,
you're
so
dead too.
12
Fail.
and 10
What?
is
Fail.
22.
Not one of them bastards
With advantage.
succeeded with the saving throw.
And 5
I say to the
is...
fleeing citizens,
No.
Oh, yeah.
So
if there's
18
any other
plus-
toughs around here, let them know what happens when they get in our way.
6,
What was it? Plus 2, 8, yeah,
I'm already
20.
like trying to think of like what
My
speed
deck
I'm
save
gonna
is
give
20.
after this is over.
You saved.
To the
So I
people
take
that are
half.
still around.
Is that right?
No.
6 and 6 is 12, and 5 and 5 is 10. That's 22. And another 5 is 27, 28, 29.
29. They took all of it.
So 15 for me?
No, 14.
And round
Is,
down.
oh, round down. 14. Yeah.
Sorry, Grim.
No sweat.
It's like they couldn't do it.
It
but
burnt your pink hair off.
Oh, I was
Yeah, I
going
was
to
gonna
say,
say, since
did
the
it damage
hair-
me hair?
that's what's gonna make me rage.
Let's see. What is it, 14? No sweat.
Okay. Wow.
So are they having?
And teach you to
They're like,
listen.
what? Trying to put out the flame. Sorry, you're up.
So Bungie is going to go to the one directly in front of him.
How do they look after that round?
Burned.
Toasty.
Hair singed, yeah. Clothing's, on fire.
I had that sound effect. From Mortal Kombat. For every time she throws down a fire spell.
What's it gonna say?
That little pop up from Mortal Kombat. Toasty!
Oh.
Alright, he's going to pounce on him.
Passing on number 5, who's not looking so hot.
Yeah, he's hot.
He's looking
He's on
very
fire.
He's hot.
It's an 18 to hit
He's on
18
fire!
Number 5 is hot.
for 4 damage. And
He's
Did you
burned.
shoot your arrow?
no, it's his Bunky's doing it.
Oh.
Boggy shooting the arrow?
What number
That's
was
weird.
that?
Number 5. Proned.
Alright, now I'm going to shoot my fire arrow.
My dice don't like me tonight. Shoot two fire.
Don't forget you get an extra 1d6.
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
I just got notified. Critical Role, Campaign 2.
20
Episode 8 is live.
to hit.
On which one?
Oh, right. I gotta choose. The one. Whichever one that number is.
5, 4, 3, 2,
3.
and 1. Number 3?
Uh-huh.
That's the one that Jazz smacked with a claw?
Sure.
Alright.
Owls.
5, 9, 10. 10 for the first arrow.
That including the fire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And not with an extra
Not with one.
Darn, I would have had so
Grum.
I begin to
I have the
rage.
pirates music going on.
And I will rush around that bare ass.
And go to whom?
I am rushing around to 1, between 1 and 2.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people seriously need to get the hell out of
Yes,
the way.
they're running.
I will great weapons and attack recklessly because that is who I am. Pink hair and all.
Pink hair flying in the breeze.
Oh, again. Oh, jeez. It doesn't hit.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I rolled it twice. I rolled a crit 1 and an 8.
No.
Yeah, 8 minus 5 plus 9. Yeah.
Well, that would be 12.
Yeah.
No. Does not hit.
And number 2. That's 14, so 9, 18.
18 does hit.
Okay, so that's 16, 17, 18 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
On number 1. Well. And what? They have advantage on me for the next round.
Okay.
Does everyone, or is it just the person I
Everyone.
hit? It's everyone, right?
Everyone?
I believe.
Alright,
Because
well,
I
let's
recklessly
see.
attack.
Yes. You left yourself wide open.
Enraged.
Does the combination of crazy orc attack and pink hair throw them off at all?
The whole thing is throwing them off. They weren't going to
Harassing
be expecting to be
people
hit.
with Fireballs.
Alright, Grum, here I
And you're still
come.
half on fire right in the middle.
Are you
Number 1
ready?
coming at me.
Number
yeah.
1 coming at you. First one, I got a total of 25.
Oh, let me check. Hang on. Here.
10. Take 10.
10.
Half is 5.
That's 5.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
Take another 10.
And half 5.
And the last one, Kit, he's coming after you for that strike.
Kit.
I'm sorry. Carnival.
Kid's not here.
10.
If he's got the range to hit Kit, I'm leaving.
Yes.
Alright, Carnival, you're up.
It took me a second because I still thought you were talking about
Yeah,
that.
I know. I was like, wait.
It's like, what, he's right next
standing
to
right
him.
here.
You know, on the other column.
Yeah.
Did he get to hit 3 times?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Cause.
Because he's a fighter.
Because he broke it up so we don't get melted.
Because he's a punk.
Alright. Seeing them not immediately back down, I'm just gonna wolf out.
Wow.
Jesus Christ!
This is in already.
There were some other people that were watching this with some sort of interest, but the moment you did that, they all took off. In
The
fact,
fireball didn't make them take off.
no, they were just watching, and then the
Lit
wolf.
the dog on
They just
fire.
cut out.
This
Mark
guy
and
jumped
I
in the
was
water.
like, Fire.
well, that's just.
I don't think as much craziness happens here as what we were led to believe happens here. Because
This guy literally jumped off the dock and into the water.
Standard fight
Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
standard
starting to
thing.
wonder that too.
with a werewolf and
I
a
didn't-
40-foot fireball.
I think they said it was murders and stuff in the streets.
Murders and stuff, yes. Werewolves?
I didn't really
Werewolves.
I didn't really anticipate the people around watching, but oh well.
Someone jumped in the water.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he went over the dock. So who you hitting?
No, that's my
Oh, that's
action.
your action. All right.
And I use my bonus action to do Crimson Right.
Bloody hangry werewolf.
All right. Does every creature have opportunity on you? Or advantage on you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
There are
Number
two
two's going to swing at you. Natural 20.
No need to go any further.
I don't like those other 6-siders. We're going to use these.
Remember how he said he was going to mysteriously get 6 natural 20s in a row?
Right.
There's one.
I'm pretty sure rolling a 20, a 25, and a natural 20.
15?
15, half,
We need to watch it.
7,
Actually,
7.
it's 15 because if he critical, then it's double damage and then half.
Is the
No,
15
but
doubled?
you said-
Is it? Did you double it? Did you
Yes,
crit?
that's already with the double.
That's with the double, so then
okay.
I take half of that.
Yeah.
7.
My next one is a 21 to hit.
See? 21. He's not rolled less than a 20 yet.
He's got some good attack on these guys.
11.
We need
Oh,
to make
this is still on me?
Sure
Yep.
that he's
11.
Really,
So, what is that?
He told
What's
us he was going to get 6
5.
20s
Five?
in a row. He's at 5.
Okay.
13 and a 9.
Oh wait, what did? That was damage that you
Yes.
threw at me, right? Okay. 13 and 9 neither
Does not hit. All right. Number 3.
Does each one get 3 hits?
Uh-huh. On the bear.
They're all fighters.
We're in a town full of fighters. So.
22. Not a 2 and a 5. 18.
18 damage?
18 hits.
Oh, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total. Ones.
13 total combined for both hits.
Yeah. Number 4. Number 4 will go after
It's actually doing alright.
Clock. Since you tried to hit him earlier. I got a 19, a 20, and a 10.
The 19 and the 20 will hit.
19 and a 20. $19 total. So they're basically attacking you with their mauls, trying to cave your skulls in.
Wow, rude.
Are those
Right?
Are those long weapons?
No, they're
They're not the pole.
not two.
polearms.
They're two-handed weapons, and they're just
Okay.
they got a 5-foot reach.
Two-handed.
It's like because if the pole arms, I think they're at disadvantage up close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, reach weapons.
So number 5 is going to stand up and take a swing at Bengi. I have a natural 20, a total of 20, and a total of 10.
He told us he was going to do it. I don't know why we're surprised.
He's fudging
The
it.
21.
You can look. So the 2 20s hit.
He's just dropping it in the exact way he practiced for like 3 hours.
All right, so
He's not rolling,
Yeah.
he's sliding.
Yeah, he knows what number he has to drop it so that when it rolls in this exact
22?
spot.
It's like Plinko on Price is Right.
For Benny. 22 for the first hit.
22 damage?
Yes. And 7 for the second hit.
So that's 20.
22 and 7 is 29 total.
29.
Ouchie.
Wow.
Ooh.
He's
Yes.
down to 1 hit point.
Wow.
Who is?
Hey, 3's getting mauled. That's a 24 to hit.
You're looking at me like that more.
It's a 24 to hit and a 16 to hit.
24 and 16 does hit. On number 3, right?
Yup. So 7 damage for the first one,
Which one's 3?
and 11 damage for the second.
3 is east of Carnival. Right next to it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Clock.
Have the villagers moved down any?
Oh, yeah, they're gonna be.
Way the hell away.
Run away! Swimming!
Everybody except one make a charisma saving throw.
Everybody except one?
Uh-huh.
Alright. 2 with.
So 15 is the DC.
I got a 16 on the first one. 5. 6. So 2, 3, 4. So 2 saved, 3, 4, and 5 did not.
Alright, so the ones that didn't save, mark them. This was Bane.
3,
So
4, 5.
they're going to get a minus a d4 on all of their attacks and saves.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself again.
Okie dokie. Jarrett. That's disadvantage. They get disadvantage to attacks?
It's not disadvantaged. They get a minus a d4 on their attacks and saves. Basically everything they roll to do to us.
Okay.
Or protect themselves, they get minus a d4.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going for number 5 again. I'm going to dart in, slash at him, and then dart back out, straight out the other side, and probably wind up behind the bear.
Oh wait, scratch that. I do not cast Shield of Faith on myself. Those are both concentration spells.
Okay.
Yeah, we decided to.
The Bane is, the Bane is still there, but
26 to hit?
Yep.
Eight, 18.
18 total?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
And dart back out the other side.
You're going straight through them?
Yep, we'll end up behind the bear.
Like over here?
Yeah, basically I'm just kind of like dashing past him and like
Dashing
taking a
to
swipe
and
at
fro.
him.
You're welcome to use me as a furry springboard.
Astrid.
Next time.
Which one can I see the magic
Leap off
missile?
the bear.
You can hit whichever target you want. Number 5 is looking pretty ragged.
5.
That's
I had it
5.
twice. It was really hard.
7.
Still breathing.
11.
11. Dookie. Sora.
Bunny's gonna pounce on him.
On who?
5.
Okay.
Pop. You go.
17.
17 hits.
7.
And I get a -4. Oh, he rolled 2. Alright, he's back prone. How much?
7.
And Sora?
I'm going to shoot them.
Those bubbles.
Yes.
he hit his head when he dove in.
Well, they work on the docks. I assume they can swim. He'll be fine.
Which one are you attacking?
He's the one that chose
5.
the
5,
jet
okay.
So
That's
if he couldn't swim,
That
that
hits.
seems like a dumb place for him to go.
Huh?
9, 10.
How do you want to do that?
Hold on. Oh, doesn't matter.
I only need a 10.
Well, it's more than 10.
Alright.
Headshot.
Headshot.
Boom. Let's just move one arrow.
Remove number 5.
He grows an arrow out of his forehead.
Alright, and then for the other arrow, I'm going to shoot number 3.
We saw those.
Yes, we did.
Okie doke.
When?
Of course.
15. Just enough.
Okay, so 7, 10, 11, 12.
Jeez. Okie dokie. Grum.
Is it possible to grab? Is that? Am I? I'm in melee with 2 and 1 and 2. Yes. Is that 1 and 2?
Yes.
It's 2 blurry.
That's 1 and 2.
Okay. Is it possible to use 2
Number 1 and number 2.
as a weapon against 1? I want to grab and just bring him around and try and like prone 1 with 2, just slam them into each other. Is that possible?
Well, it's going to require an action to grapple. And then, since you can't attack with him,
But I don't. Okay, so I could move, but
Right.
not.
I'm not going to let you throw him into him.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'll just take.
You
2.
can do it on the next turn.
I'll just take 2 hits on. I'll take 2 hits on 1.
Number 1. Striking away.
That is that's a 19 to hit
Yes.
and 18 damage.
Okie dokie. Your axe comes down and smacks into him. But
Second hit is 16 to hit
16 hits.
and 13 damage.
Okie dokie. And back on to me. Does he still get advantage on you, or is that over?
That's over.
That's over.
That's right.
Now he's going to hit you twice and go again carnival once.
Am I getting the first 2?
Yep. I got a 17 and a 21.
Both hit.
Jeez. And a 23. So Grum. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
How many die was that?
Go ahead, do his.
18.
18.
So 9.
9.
Am I waiting on you, Carnival?
I'm actually going to, when I see him start to swing at me, I'm going to hold out one of my claws and say, no! And blood is going to stream from his eyes as I take damage, but give him disadvantage.
To hit?
Yep.
So I got a 7. Well, I rolled a 19 on the first one, and I rolled a 17 on the second one.
That does not hit.
Does not hit. All right.
18 AC. And I
Alright.
took 2 damage from doing that.
What's that?
One of my features called Blood Maledict.
Cool.
As a reaction, I can take one of my Crimson Right die worth of damage and then impose disadvantage on somebody who's nice.
All right. Carnival. Does that use your turn, or is that you just use it as a reaction?
As a reaction.
Okay, so it's your turn now.
Is it permanent?
Is what?
Oh my god, is it permanent?
No, it was just for that attack. Well, he said to wait for a 1, so I'm gonna, through great force of will, turn to. Actually, no, I'm gonna wisdom saving throw myself. Okay, I succeed. I'm gonna attack the one to my west.
Oh yeah, that's because you got hit.
2.
This one?
No,
Number
you
two,
got hit
yeah.
last turn, didn't you?
No, I have not gotten hit yet.
Oh.
All the damage I've taken has been from myself.
Yeah, they've been wailing away on me.
I'm just gonna drop my healing spirit on that.
I'm okay with that. So, that's 3 slashes.
Slash, slash, slash.
That's a 20 to hit,
Yep.
a 24,
Yep.
and a 15.
No.
Okay. So the first
Wait,
2.
wait. 15?
Yep.
Sorry, wrong guy. Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
So that's 6 slashing damage plus 18, so 24.
Okay.
And then he also takes 7 lightning damage.
34 total.
31.
33. 31 total.
Who was that on?
2.
All right. Number 2 didn't like that.
Wonder why.
9. 22.
That way.
18.
That my AC is 18.
Okay. 7 more. 7 damage.
Alrighty.
Number 3 on the bear. Oh man.
You have to do a
16.
hit. You have to do a saving.
When is my turn again?
22.
Is that number 3?
I thought that was when you were
20.
Don't forget, yes, the
20.
lowest.
19 total.
Yeah, he.
Yep,
number-
I just did it. First one's 19.
Oh.
Does that hit? 5's gonna miss.
Wait, 5 is dead.
11. Okay, so just hit you once. Does damage also get minus 4?
No, it's just the attacks and saves.
13 total.
From one attack?
Yep. Number 4 on clock.
Real quick,
Yes.
that damage number you gave me, was it already half?
Did you get the
No.
papers
Okay.
that you printed?
Then I actually took 3 damage.
Go get the papers.
I got a minus 4. So 10. 16 on the first one. I don't think that hits you.
Nope.
I don't think 7's gonna hit you then. And I don't think that 10's gonna hit you either.
No.
You're good.
Clank, clank, clank off the shield.
That minus 4 really hurts.
I
All right.
told you you could have backed us down before it got this bad.
Jazz, you're up.
Yeah. 3's getting wrecked. 20 to hit
20 hits.
and 15 to hit.
How do you want to do that? Or 15 to hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes,
First
15
one
hits.
is 8 damage.
Uh-huh.
Second one is
More than 3?
9 damage.
Yep. How do you want to do that?
Nice. Who'd you take out?
Number 3.
Okay.
Can I eat him?
Number
Eat
You can chew his head off. You can't devour his body.
So
I want-
No.
I want-
Throat and shake.
A bear can't swallow a person in one gulp.
It wasn't gonna be one
you can use
goal.
just use a bonus action to chew.
I'm gonna chew into his chest and crack bones. And
That number
shit.
3.
And
Wow.
rip his heart out. Yes, number 3 is just died a horrible, painful death.
Are the other
I'm
people
gonna
wanting
chew
to
with my face in him.
Like his body is like.
I have to wait. I have to wait until I get around to the others' turns to see what they're going to do about this. Clock, you're up.
Put me opposite of Carnival on 1 because that won't draw
This one?
opportunity attacks on anybody. Yeah. And I'm just going to oh wait, I don't want to do this on number 1, or do I? Now I'll reach back towards 4. And how does 4 look? Does he-
Pretty healthy.
4 looks pretty
He's only
healthy?
taken a couple of hits.
Green.
Yeah, he's a little unnerved by the sights in front of him.
Does a 19 hits, I assume?
A 19 hits.
I need D10s, please.
Okay.
Like
Like all of them.
You put me 2 more, please.
Do I get to save?
Yep. Thank you.
Does my guy save?
Inflict wounds. So as I pass him, I just reach back, like one finger, just kind of boop.
Boops him on the nose.
Boops him on the nose. Fine. Okay. Do I get a saving throw on this?
That was the 2 hit.
No.
14, 20.
You'll be lucky if you save.
I guess that's it. What is that going to be? That's going to be a 10, I guess. Yeah, 0 is 10 for
Yeah.
that. So
30.
30 and another 10.
40.
40.
Damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Was it a 1? The 1's kept on that side. That's a 10.
The 0 is a 10.
There's a double 0 though, isn't there?
Double 0 is 10.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
I think so.
It's 41, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and that is necrotic damage.
You just pass out.
And his face melts like in Indiana Jones.
Which one?
Number 4. It didn't kill him outright,
Drop
but he
his
did go
In
unconscious.
that case, as a bonus action, my axe appears next to me.
Because you
and
did
it's-
more than half his health in one shot.
I was gonna say, was you said bonus action? I was like, you're gonna taser face, pick him back up just so I can kill him again.
So as a bonus action, my purple amethyst spirit axe appears. Yeah, I guess just in the space next to me, and
Mm-hmm.
If I don't use them all, are they
is
still
that
on
a
fire?
straight 5?
They're on fire for an hour.
1d8 plus
They only
8
turn
plus
on
4,
fire.
so
when
it
you
does
actually
9
shoot.
force damage on him.
9 more?
Yeah.
The body kind of shakes on the ground.
Scooches a few feet to the side.
Is he dead
I'm
now?
deciding. Do I want to
So
go
technically,
full?
is he
Do I
prone?
want to burn all my stuff right now?
Technically, is he prone because he's on the ground?
Yeah, he's prone and unconscious and shaking from being destroyed. Jareth, you're up.
Alright. So I'm going to go, that's number 2 on the left there.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going around the bear to do it. I'm going to go over the bear so I can come down in the air
What? Whatever.
and see what his reaction is.
On number 2,
Yeah, how's he looking otherwise?
he's pretty damaged up.
I can't cast it.
14 to hit?
Well, it's only it must
14?
A
I don't
14?
think this fight is gonna last an hour.
No.
But doesn't he do
So
acid?
you kind of get, she's nibbling and jawing and thrashing around trying to rip this guy's insides out, and you're vaulting over top of her. She kind of lurches a little bit, and you kind of miss as you tumble to the side. Where do you want to land?
Just come down and then just another 10 feet.
And
past
keep
him.
going.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
do like a roll and then come up on my feet. Yeah, fuck.
Look cool. Astrid.
Here's where these.
I'm
you.
going to
Sir.
magic missile.
These people are no longer visible.
Ah, okay.
This guy's hiding behind some boxes over here.
Which one? Either 2 or 4. Which one?
4's the worst.
4.
On the ground, twitching.
And unconscious.
And it's loaded.
And then he's about to. And then he exploded.
12.
12 total?
12 damage. Yep.
Okie dokie.
Rachel, here
He's
you.
bleeding profusely from various portions of his body. Sora, you're up.
Well, since 4 is already on the ground, Bungy's gonna try to prone number 2.
Number 2?
Also, for anybody that this matters, that unconscious guy, anything that attacks him has advantage and auto crits if you're within 5 feet.
Then he needs to take another 9 damage.
From
Because I did 9 damage to him after he went unconscious. So
Oh.
if that would have been a crit, that would have been.
let's never mind that then. The magic missiles finished him off.
Okay.
So he did explode.
There was a bright flash as his body disappeared.
Yes, he saw a bright flash and went and met his maker.
So anybody that's left on the dock is now dodging out of the way of number 4's giblets as they come down.
I'm currently.
I got my shield up over my head. I
How
didn't
much?
mean to do it that hard.
19 You did not prone him.
8 damage.
8.
How old is he?
Is the leader starting to think that he made a very bad mistake?
Probably. He
Well,
didn't
he's
go
gonna
yet.
think of that when
He
he's
hasn't
in
got a chance to think about this.
Alright, and then
Yeah,
I
Does he understand that we're saving him for last?
Well, I mean, you said it.
At this point, he's
Shoot number
he
2.
got to
Alright.
piss himself.
8 plus 9.
17. That hits.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
13 will not hit.
Does not hit.
Darn.
Rum.
I will attempt to grapple one. I'm gonna hold him restrained.
Number 1. What are we fighting against?
That is that a straight strength?
Athletics check, right?
It's athletics.
That's
versus
athletics?
strength save, I think.
Or his dexterity.
We'll go athletics.
No, you do athletics.
Oh, I
You
do.
do athletics. He chooses.
All right, and I think I get advantage on strength when I'm raging. Yes. Is that right? It's 12. Yeah, 18. So 18 plus 8. What is that? 26? Yeah.
Yeah, you beat my 14.
Grappled.
You're grappled. Alright. Do I get disadvantage on attacks while grappled?
While grappled, I don't believe so. Let me make sure.
No, you attack normal.
I can still attack normally?
I think you
Like the pretzels?
Yeah, you just get to attack like normal.
don't others have advantage on you though because you're grappled?
Do you eat
No.
those cookies?
The only thing the grapple does is
Almost.
make you not be able to move.
Yeah. I can still get my attacks in.
Not against me.
So you're.
I'm holding you.
No, you
Wow,
can,
No, he can
wow,
still
it's
attack.
wags.
You can
still hit me.
think of it RP
Grappling
wise.
is immobilizing. That's yeah.
RP wise, he like twists around in your grip and like stabs you really close.
Yeah. Headbutt you.
Yeah.
All that type of thing.
Or if you try and break, I guess.
Or that.
So I've got a 21, a 19, and a 15.
Against
You.
me.
Yes.
Oh, say them again.
21, a
Yes.
19,
Hits.
and a 15.
What is
Nope.
he marked with?
Nothing.
Two
Wait.
hit.
He's grappled. The blue
Oh, it's just grapple. Okay.
He is fighting hard to get out of your grip.
Wasn't that his action though?
Well, he's attacking. He's not. He can go.
Well, he said he fights hard against your grip and then
Oh,
rolls something.
yeah, he's just flavoring.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to roll
He's fighting
it out.
hard with his weapon.
He wants to get. He's want to break free. 31 total.
That runs to 15.
Yeah. Carnival.
He's gonna need some taser.
I'm gonna lay into 2.
You?
Yeah. He's taking a lot of damage.
Two.
Actually getting pretty beat.
If you hit 2, you'll probably kill him.
He remains grappled. I got him.
I decided to go all out too. Are we gonna keep one alive? Or are we just gonna kill him last?
I mean, he told us who his boss is. So.
I'm tempted to, you know, tease him a bit and then kill him. Whatever.
Alright. I have to make a wisdom saving throw. Which I succeed. So,
So what if you don't?
For what?
do
I
that?
took 3 damage from the last turn.
Things happen.
Did he hit you? I guess he didn't.
One of them hit me. With 3 damage.
Probably the dead guy.
Yeah, he's dead now, I believe. So that's a natural 20 and a 20 and a 23. So the natural 20 does 10 plus 5.
How do you want to do that?
Dude, that's
Go ahead and let's get all the damage out there.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Well, I kind of wanted to spread it to the next guy.
Oh, okay. So your first hit?
Is the natural 20. So 10 damage plus 6, 16 damage.
Okay. He's
And
gone.
basically, I want to grab his head and pop it off and throw it on the deck.
Totally doable.
So then the other 2,
a Barbie doll.
that was 20 and 23 to hit.
Yep, they'll hit.
Total of 7 plus 12 is 19 slashing damage plus 9 lightning damage. So 28 total. And if he doesn't die, I have another edge lord thing that I want to do.
28. Not gonna kill him.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction to cast my last Blood Maledict for this rest.
Okay.
I take 5 damage from that. And 2 gets up and hits 1.
2 hits 1. Does it get his normal attacks?
Yep, normal attack. Well, he only gets 1 of his normal attacks. If he would have
Normal
attacked
attack.
3 times, it's just 1.
You want to roll it?
He,
Or you want me to roll it?
Sure. I don't care. You want me to do it?
You can go ahead and roll.
Okay, let me do my damage on myself.
Blood bending.
He's bloodbending.
I've seen a Avatar movie, but not.
Okay,
He gets a +6 to hit.
natural 1. Sad day.
Nope. And the corpse is just too.
I'm a little rusty.
Jazz. Are you finished with your snack?
Yeah. I'm gonna lumber over and I'm gonna attempt to bite through his tummy all the way through.
You gotta push Jazz out or Carnival out of the way? You don't have to. Grum's got him in his lock. He's like.
You don't want to prone him and question him about who they are or anything?
So in one of those times, his arms go up, try to.
Well,
That's not a bad idea.
If I eat him through the stomach,
know who they
then
are.
he'll be alive for a little while.
I don't think that's how that works.
It takes a while for
When his
people
hit
to
points
die.
drop to 0, he's not answering any more questions.
He might while he's in his death throes.
Well, you have to decide.
Decide, make it
I'm
happen.
eating him. 19 to hit.
19 hits. I can just imagine this bear chomping right into the guy's stomach.
13 damage on the first one.
And I whisper into his ear, I'm going through you, sweetheart.
And 9 damage on the second one.
And that could be a little too much.
I thought we were just going to scare him. Does he look scared?
He looks scared. Not anymore.
He looks pretty dead.
He got chewed
Those are
in
the
half.
last words he heard. That's fucking awesome.
That's
I said, I got down and I whispered in his ear as you're chewing his guts out. I said, I'm going through you, sweetheart.
So,
So his lower body just kind of
All right, now,
drops to the knees and over.
bearing in mind that these guys have been collecting tolls off the dock all day,
Oh, yeah.
how much loot do we get off of these?
is that all you care about?
Before,
Murder hobos.
By the way, I don't
before
get
we
up.
proceed with the rest of our plan and the speech that we're going to.
I'm just gonna lay here while y'all loot, if that's okay.
Grum's a little worse for wear.
You look pretty be up there.
Just tell me my hair looks beautiful.
It
It looks beautiful, Drum. Oh, shit.
As you look up, you see this wolf standing over you going, I love your hair!
Yours too. I still do.
Are you keeping track of party loot? Okay.
Do you have a document?
Get Grum, I'm gonna use charge of the healing kit on you. Get 15 hit points back.
15? I'll take it.
Who else is down pretty good? Because we're out of combat, right? That was
Yeah.
it? Okay.
I'm only down 15.
Bongi's.
How are you? Do you need something right now? I want it?
I'm at 51 hit points.
Okay.
Bongi's at 1.
Bongi's at 1.
Wow, Mommy is low. That's right.
Bongi's considered the same level we are, right?
Yeah.
So Bongi
Did you do the
has
upgrade on Bond?
6 hit dice.
Yes, Bongi always
Mhm.
upgrades.
Okay, so Bongi get 14 hit points back. Astrid, didn't you get hit?
I did not get hit.
Oh, you did not get hit.
Nope.
Okay.
What's 29 on?
Anybody else?
107 gold. They've been busy today.
Hold on a second.
That's it.
107 gold, yeah.
Divided by 8 people? That's 7 people. That's not that much. I'm disappointed.
Bongi's at 29.
I'm gonna rack
Are they-
my hammer and grab one of those mauls and just kind of see how it.
I was gonna say, are they wearing or holding anything special that we might, let's say, power up with?
I took
No.
one out.
Don't need to proceed.
They had leather armor, and
You were
they had
you were 40. You
the
took
big
49.
malls.
I was at 30 and
What about Boss Man?
Okay, why are
Did he have just plain leather armor?
He should have been full health because you had Bunky should have been full health because we had long rest.
Yeah, but he got hit. during this fight
For like 28 points.
for 28.
He took a lot of damage
Or
this fight.
29.
Yeah.
He soaked up a lot of damage.
Did anybody have a shield?
No shield.
Use a shield.
There, so you got a maul. You
So
got
you
5 mauls and
So he's at
5.
one
Well,
right now.
The stats.
Plus
So-
15.
It's 15.
the guy named Zan, who you killed,
I think it's one dude.
he was the only one I named.
Was he,
He wore studded leather.
Not like a
The other ones were leather.
do we know his
Right.
name was
I
Zan?
think.
No.
Okay.
Do we find any like
His
His
anything?
name's
So-
gonna be his name's gonna
Yeah,
be
you-
like
you
took-
so they're
you
gonna
took
grab
it
him and
down,
like
she
pick
took
him up and
29
look at the bear and go, shall we?
That's not. If he was at 40,
If bears could
29
smile,
damage.
you would see
Even
a
if
smile.
he was at
Yeah,
40.
gore and blood
That's
dripping
me.
out of its mouth. So a lot of the people
He has
have,
They're starting to get.
they've started they finished watching. You know, the guy that was over here in the corner behind the crates is poking his head out. He's kind of looking.
I'm gonna have
This
you
guy
use
made it
your
over the
bear
shoreline
claws
by
so
now.
You can reach up high and pin him to the gate.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna go all the ones that they're not messing with. I'm gonna go dump into the water.
This is the other.
It's really shallow right
This
here.
is not on
Okay.
D&D.
This is
I'm,
not.
I'm
not
also
on D&D
grabbing
with
one
that.
of the models.
Okay.
Okay.
What are the stats on it? Are they a 1d10?
Okay.
You're gonna make
have
me
a-
look it up, aren't you?
If you don't know, I thought you might have it.
I don't know it off the top of my
Since
head.
you've been doing all this damage with them, how do you not
can
know
keep
what the
track
damage
of
is?
it.
Because they did more damage than
Yeah.
the standard maul.
Okay.
Yeah, they were
Oh, okay.
based off the guy's
Alright.
attack.
I'm
Based
ready
on
now.
the-
Give her the loot
Monsters
again
are
because
special.
she was trying to get her
Hundred
get
and seven
Bucky's
Good.
health
The
back.
monster's
107 gold.
weapons should be special.
At 107 gold.
Studded leather armor, you said?
A suit of studded leather, lightly
Do you not
chewed.
have so
No. I've been wearing plain leather all this time.
Is-
Do
What
we
else
still
does
have
she
that
need
good
to
shit
put
we
on?
got off the
He just needs to up his normal his hit point amount.
Okay, she took care
I
of
need
that. She's
stuff
trying to
once
get
we
his
back
loot.
to an actual
Oh.
place.
107
107.
107.
gold.
That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anything else?
The maul is 2d6 bludgeoning. No, that was all I
Two-handed?
Okay.
had.
Two-
Heavy two-handed. Yeah.
I'm gonna carry it for now. I'll probably ditch it, but
Yeah, that's not.
That's actually what they did in damage, by the way.
I need to go use the restroom.
They did 2d6 plus their strength modifiers.
Which was crazy high.
they're fighters.
I'll take the armor.
You gonna strip them here in the street?
They're dead.
Before we
It's
start
not
about-
like it's gonna be hard. The guy's in two pieces.
Yeah.
Just
From what we heard, it ain't out of place for you to be
No,
doing that
it's
here,
not.
so-
We just gotta shake him out of the armor and
Shake him down.
the bits of it.
Might want to take that over there and wash it out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it on right now. We'll do that later.
And by the way, for anybody watching, what they see me doing, they see this huge werewolf,
Yes.
like basically
That's really got them all freaked out.
picking up people, the dead people, and like basically just like digging my hand into them and picking them up and then just like dumping them off the dock.
We should dig a hole.
Except the one guy that we're gonna splay into two pieces next to the gate. And I'm gonna look at everybody and say
we were
like,
doing it.
now remember, everybody that comes through this gate must go through Jimmy John here. Everybody got that?
There's a lot of shaking heads and some murmurings. Yes.
Also, which way is Xena? I know one of you knows.
Zaria? You mean?
I say no, I say
and then the host is just gonna come back up, and I'm just gonna walk through the gate.
Walk through him.
I would like it noted, once we get going, I will be growling menacingly with blood dripping still at every single person as we pass
Wow.
by.
We're total badasses in here.
I'm staying werewolf form for now.
How long can you
Things
maintain
to
that?
do.
10 minutes.
Okay.
So
And I walk next to her, and for every person she growls at, I look at them and I say, "Do you like my hair?"
So yeah, I'm just loping behind Jareth. That's a big
That guy
werewolf.
didn't respond.
Doesn't respond.
That guy didn't respond.
Don't I need to make an intimidation roll or something?
I think they're already.
They're very well. The two guys you passed that were hiding behind the corner here.
Oh, you mean they don't respond as in?
Yeah, they just kind of.
Okay,
They're fearful.
I can accept that.
Grum, you
Right.
can't hear it, but you now have a new nickname to me. You're Bubblegum. Or Bubblegrum.
Wow. I will wear it with pride.
Scrum.
You don't whiff
That's
it
a lot
anymore.
better than
That's
Whiffy.
way better than Whiffy. Never call me Whiffy.
But nobody knows your bubble gum at the moment. That's coming later.
Yeah.
I'll introduce it.
All right. So you waltz on through into the main gates. The docks kind of simmer down a little bit. You do notice that after you threw bodies into the water, quite a few people went over and started rifling through the pockets and stealing stuff from them, and a couple of fights broke out over it. What did you do with the leader?
He's
Ate
split
him in
in
half,
two.
stripped him, and then
Half of him's on one side of the docks, the other half's on the
no,
other.
it's,
At
it's
that-
on the
It's
gate.
on
That
the
gate
main, on the
entrance?
main gate. We split them up, and so everybody has to go through them to get through the gate.
Torso on the
And he's
top of one
naked.
gate, legs at the top of the other gate.
Okay. Okay.
Michael says, "Time for an alignment shift."
That's not alignment shift.
we got-
He was already dead.
You and I are fine.
I'm fine with it. I was told what kind of environment this was.
Yeah, that too.
They're all bad guys, so I'm doing the work of good.
And I
Get
gave
rid
them
of
the
them.
chance to back down, and they did not.
Twice.
It's the chaos in me that we didn't have.
Okay. You notice a lot more people are getting out of your way.
As they should.
Damn
So
right.
do we go for the tavern, or do we go looking for Xena? I'm just kind of asking this question out loud.
I can see this. Waltz on through. Don't make fun of my hair. Comment. Are we going to the tavern, or are we looking for Xena? You walk on through the gate.
It's
It's like,
So nonchalant.
I vote tavern.
I think the tavern is best.
If nobody knows where Zebra is, we'll just keep going to the tavern.
you're doing what I do with you. Do it when we meet her, too.
Well, it just so
Oh, is that a
happens
phone?
that there is a tavern right nearby.
I figured there would be.
There would be, of course, there would.
It's like on the wharf. It's got to be a very upstanding place.
Yes. Only the most upstanding taverns are right on the wharf.
Does it have a bouncer?
Hold on.
What?
I think
Yeah,
that was
it
number
was-
one.
How about you bounce your ass over to the bar and get me nailed?
All right, there's a place called the Witch and the Goblet.
Like I said, fine, upstanding place right here on
It is the poorest looking place you've ever seen.
Witch and the gold.
It's a single-story wooden building. It's with a poorly thatched roof. It does have a fireplace, but there's nothing currently burning in it. You walk inside, you see a female elf. There's a male dwarf, another female elf, and another male dwarf, and, well, wow, another female elf.
Diverse place.
Diverse place. This must be the the elf and dwarf
No
place.
bouncer then?
That needs to be the name of the tavern.
I say,
The elf
I
and
thought
dwarf.
it was the witch and the goblet.
Which
It's
one's
like
the witch and which
the
one's
elf
the
and the
goblin?
dwarf.
We know.
Hold on. Yes, there will be a bouncer.
Is it me?
Probably not as big as you are, still so puny.
And as you walk in, you noticed a full-blooded orc standing by the door like this. And he sits up as you come in. He's like, "What do you lot here want?" In a nice orcish voice.
What do you think you want?
I say, it's a
Does
tavern.
he say it in common or does he say it in orc?
He says it in common.
It's a tavern.
I'm guessing that word travels pretty fast in this kind of town.
Well, you just stepped in after causing a ruckus. Let's see if
Are we in sight of, like, is the
Yeah.
wharf close enough where he would have, if he's standing at the
Would he
door,
have
like,
seen what we did?
Probably not, because he was inside.
It's not going to move that fast.
Yeah, word's not going to get out that fast.
so none of the people that ran from All of the people
They
there,
scattered.
nobody made it towards
Nothing.
this. Nobody happened to go in this direction.
But you've heard the screams.
They heard the screams and they kept going.
You heard that, right?
He did not hear it because I rolled a 1.
Never mind.
Well, he was
I
inside.
was gonna say,
So.
well,
Okay.
that was us.
I just say drinks. Point me to the drinks.
Bar's that way. He looks at you. He's like, kind of sniffs. You can definitely go in.
I kind of like not in a mean way, but in like a bro way. Like punch him on the shoulder and go in.
He hits you back. He's like, "Ha! My kind. I like it."
Just like keep going.
2 points in bludgeoning.
He wasn't trying to do any damage.
Because it was.
Any reaction to the rest of us?
You guys are quite bloody. The bear has got the most attention.
Does he recognize the bloody armor that I'm carrying? I haven't had a chance to wash off yet.
Are you gonna wash it off and nail?
Okay,
So-
didn't you split a man in 2 and nail him to the walls? I think you have blood on you.
So,
Well, I split
Just
it.
saying.
on me.
this is all going on, and you see the barkeep. He was cleaning one of his mugs, and you all walk in. He just kind of like stops, and he's looking all over at you, and he sees the bear and the wolf, and he's and the orc. They're good. Okay.
Before he says anything else, I'm just gonna buy like big bowl for the bear.
A big bowl. What would you like me to put in it?
A bit of everything.
Whatever's tap.
As I walk up to the bar, I let my shape. I turn back into an elf.
So a lot of the people were quiet when you wandered in, but conversations have started picking back up again.
Oh, clock. I just remembered being in this tavern made me think of that wonderful place where we had that little drink together.
Right.
And you, in particular, seem to really enjoy your drink. I mean,
It was wonderful.
You wanted to share with everybody. So, you ran off before you were done, so I got the rest for you, and I've got it right here, so you can, if you want your drink, there you go. I set it on the bar in front of him.
But I don't think this is the right time. I'm going to take it. I'm definitely going to take it. But I think we got a little business first. And I'm going to turn back to the bouncer and I'm going to say, this tavern probably run by Xenu, huh?
Xenu.
Xenu?
His mind is trying to work Xenu.
And I kind of show him the mall. I said, yeah, the reception committee I took this off of, and they said that she kind of ran everything around here.
You mean Zarya?
Zaria.
There we go. If you could let her know we're here, I'm sure you could get that word to her.
I don't think we should. We're just the ones who murdered the hell out of her reception committee.
Don't want to go see her.
All right, that's fine. Where is she?
You'd have to ask one of her people.
Any of them in the bar right now?
They weren't talking too much other than...
There are
Yeah, that was it.
So this elf pipes up over in the corner.
I'm gonna spit out one of the guy's ribs.
I really consider it alignment shift, don't I?
I'm an animal. That's what animals do. It's not an alignment thing.
I'm just drinking my ale and trying not to laugh.
I'm also drinking ale.
Who'd you get that off of? The female elf says. She's got curly blonde hair and blue eyes.
I honestly didn't get his name, but I did get his mall.
He was the smiling fella down at the docks. Well, he was smiling after his jaw was off.
He was real. They were real talkative in dropping that name, but they didn't say a whole lot else while they still had the chance to talk.
I believe someone called him number 3.
Oh my.
I think I'm gonna look down at myself and like, this one.
This one.
Like,
Have any
kind
DNA?
of pointed in a particular one. Splatter of blood. That's on there.
Oh look, here's something.
Wow. She says, that looks like Zan's armor. Ooh.
Wait,
Could
I
be-
thought Zan was who we're looking for. Oh no, it's Xenu.
Zuria.
Zerba.
Cereal?
Zorba.
Sounds serious.
Zan was one of her favorites. You might have attracted the wrong attention there, friends. She says with a no interest in friends.
I guess we'll just have to see.
We believe in first impressions.
You made one if you killed one of hers.
One?
So
I
you're
think
saying-
we
so
did
you're
her a
saying-
favor.
So you're saying we don't have to go looking for her, she's gonna come looking for us.
Chances are she will already be looking for you now.
Well, that makes it easy then.
It's much easier, I agree.
Are we getting the impression from these people that they think we're all lunatics?
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm going for.
You see a couple of people shift tables and
I'm supposed to realize
They
that
move
not-
further
once the
away
blood
from
that's
you.
on me is mine.
so yes, the bartender does speak up. Anything I can get for you besides the bowl for the bear?
Oh yes,
Well, I
I'm
assume
having
you already
ale.
gave me the ale. I didn't drink it. I got it.
Alright.
Also, I'm a little hungry.
I just grabbed
What-
an ale off
what-
the table
what
in
do
front
you
of somebody
eat?
as we came in.
Well, I'm an elf now.
Yes, he knows that.
So, you know,
I
normal
assume
food.
it's probably what most elves eat.
Yeah, like, you know,
Shamus.
maybe some ribs or some, like, you know,
Peanut
like
butter
turkey leg.
on the floor.
You can have that one that you just corked up.
That one doesn't have any meat on it. I need some meat.
So the best he's got, I got porridge, I got pottage, and I got porridge.
I think he's making that second word up.
It's poorly spelled porridge.
Fine, I'll have some porridge.
I said it was a.
Not sauce.
I said it was a poor bar.
He did say it was
Man
a poor
flesh
bar.
is quite
I'm assuming the
similar
ale's
to
not very
him.
good.
It was decent. Basically, pottage is a stew.
Does it have meat in it? Would I know that it has meat in it if it does?
Does that meat in
Probably
it, or
smell
does
it.
it have
Doesn't care what.
meat?
I don't think he cares.
I don't really. Yeah.
There's plenty
Oh.
of meat outside.
The bear's constantly going. "Rawr, rawr, 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 rawr."
I only eat people if I'm in wolf form.
You should have snacked me like me.
Well, you don't want the porridge then, you know what I mean?
Yes, it's a thick soup of vegetables and meat.
Okay, then I'll take that
So
instead.
yeah.
I'll take one of those.
All right.
I'm relatively full after my snack.
How much does it cost? What am I spending?
Well, since
Have
we've
any-
converted everything to gold.
A gold
Have any
yen?
restored
Yeah, it's
properties?
gold.
I'm actually kind of surprised Grom didn't go with me.
I was asking, does it have any restorative properties?
Cool. I just slap a gold on the counter.
I would like 2
To what?
of those
Oh,
meat
oh!
soups.
He brings out 2 big bowls for you.
Mm.
Hold on, I gotta make note where you ended up at.
I'm not particularly drinking the ale, but I'm definitely washing my face and mouth out with it.
Well, would you see the bear's blood? Can't really tell if she's drinking it or not.
But it's very bloody now.
We got a nice red beer. Nice red bowl of beer.
Also, Carnival doesn't know what you
It's
guys
what
are
we
looking
call a
for, so if you
crimson
guys want
ale.
to ask them about lizard people, you may want to do so.
Look at the elf that we were talking to before. You guys have any problem with what was it that we'd heard about?
The
Grumburgers or whatever they were called?
They're gonna be Grumberg.
gherkins.
I
The
like
gherkins.
Gherkins,
Yeah, we
yes.
heard
The
something
Birkins.
about gherkins on the way in here. Y'all have problems with gherkins?
Are you sure about the Gershon?
Gershon. Yes, Gershon.
Now I said gherkin very
So
clearly.
at Gherkin, the elf busts out laughing. She's like, "Do you mean the Gershon?"
I heard it both ways.
That's what I said.
We're aware of them. They've been a thorn in most of the shippers' lives here for quite a while.
Well, where are they at? Just so we know, what areas to avoid.
To avoid?
Sure.
Well, you don't have to worry too much because you're gonna have to take a small boat to get to them. So, you're at the bottom of the map here on Somerset Isle, and to the east, there is a large island of large hills and slightly mountainous terrain on it. It's that first one, and that's where you need to go.
They're all on that one
This is
island?
where we're at.
They mostly keep to themselves there. Yeah, any ships that go nearby, or if they get brave and adventurous, they'll head out further into deeper water. And
You should have made it the one to the south that looks like a pickle.
Oh my god, it does look like a pickle.
The Gherkins on
So
Gherkin
Pickle Island with the gherkins.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Anyway, okay. All right. Well, that's good to know.
As Michael renames his island.
oh, island it is. All right.
Island. All right. Well, that's good to know. We don't have to worry about it.
That was the Gershon homeland. They've since spread.
The lost island of Gherkin.
So hearing you ask about that, Carnival says, the Gershon? Why are we after those?
We're not. We're trying to avoid them.
All right.
And I was gonna whisper, like, they have fun after.
Oh, the Aaron.
Alright, so what else are you going to ask him? What I want to do.
Do they have like a stronghold on that island?
Most smart folk usually don't go after them.
Oh, thank God there's none of that here. I mean, yeah, I could
I'm
see
gonna do
that.
my best impression of Jones and say, I'll drink to that.
I definitely laughed.
They can be quite troublesome this time of year.
So is there like a reward for them or anything? For killing them, maybe?
Well, since they don't bother most of the locals, they only go after
Skin's
shippers.
Really nice boots. I was gonna say that off the air.
Oh, okay. There is a reward if you can kill their current leader. You will. She looks you over. She's like,
Oh, don't worry, it's not for us. We're asking for a friend.
That's for our friend.
So what's different about this time of the year than any other time of year?
mating season.
Oh, of course. Of course we would go during mating season.
Yes, most people stay away
I
this time
told
of
you we
year.
were going to the
Yeah, you put way too much detail
I
about
know,
mating
isn't
season.
Yeah.
it great?
Yeah,
Just here's this
As soon
weird
as you
little
said-
fact about them
Oh,
while they're
yeah.
in mating, and 9 paragraphs later of
As soon as you
mating
said this
and
time of
rituals.
year, I'm like, yeah, that made it.
That's why I asked.
That's what Carnival told me the other day too. And I said the same thing. No, why would it make you think I'd send you during mating season?
Because that's why you
Because that's exactly what you would do.
I'm an evil DM and I do those things.
So anyway, we said we're asking for a friend.
You would have to probably kill their current leader.
And then like bring back some kind of proof.
Probably his head. But she's.
What's his name? Burkle?
They don't have names.
Burkle it is.
Gershwin.
We got a marking. How would we know which one is which?
He will be the biggest.
So
and there's no mistaking him when you find him.
How does the person who's giving out the reward know that it's him?
Who gave out the reward? Who's giving out the reward?
Let's put it this way. A typical Gershine is probably about 6 to 7 feet tall.
Hey, weekends.
The one you're going to be after?
No, we're not. We're trying to avoid the big baddie, right?
It's what we call hypochondrial.
Make a persuasion check there.
I'm not really
With
trying.
advantage, right?
I'm not really trying that hard.
I just want to see what she reacts with.
That's a 3.
Right. He's going to be at least 15 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
Finally, something to say.
So who-
Scrum looks small.
Who would our friend turn this bounty into, anyway?
Good question. Let's see.
Would that be
That would be who?
Would that be Zaxia?
Zorro.
Say Xanax.
Zorro.
Oh, you guys are really bad tonight. It says no.
They've been in that pub too long.
I think you had some of my tainted beer.
About 3 buildings down from here, there's a hunter's lodge, and you'll want to talk to Sir Dam Bronzefight, dwarf that runs that establishment. He loves his hunts and he loves his trophies. Sir Dam. I said Sir Dun.
You didn't even say Sir Dam.
Sir Dam!
With your pink hair. Sir Damn!
I said, I've always wanted to be a dwarf. There's like 6 of them in the bar.
Michael's like, I'm not going to be friends with you.
Okay. I will increase the damage.
I am home.
Recurring adjustments, please.
Yeah, incoming adjustments on all my creatures before the next session. You're going to hate life.
Hey, that knock crew was hitting hard. So
Yes.
That could have gone. That could have gone a whole different way.
So,
Really quickly.
if you want more information on the Gershine, I would talk to Sir Dun Bronzefight
Sir Dun Bronzefight. Okay.
at the Hunter's Lodge.
Right, we're looking for sirloin at the Hunter's Lodge.
How do I spell that? Sir Dun?
Surdun Bronzefight. The lodge is called the Cursed Arrow.
Sir Dam Bronzefoot. That's it. So, is this just a tavern, or is there lodgings here?
They have lodgings here if you wish to partake of them.
What time is it?
We've only been in town in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It is.
Let me put this a little on the subtle side. Is there a place that's not a shithole that we might be able to stay in?
It's about 7 o'clock, and he laughs and says, "There's not much better than this anywhere in this city."
When did we get
You
in
would
before?
say that.
It's about 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock
In
p.m.?
the
Yeah.
evening?
Okay.
Yeah.
Two more ales, please.
Well,
Make a perception check for me.
Who?
No, y'all can.
does it rely on smell or hearing?
Hearing.
Then I get advantage on it.
That's an 11.
11.
9.
Ooh, with advantage.
19.
I rolled a 2 and a 4.
17.
Eight.
The second time I've rolled my own
23.
passive perception on a
All right.
perception check.
If you made it over 15, you think you heard a scream from outside, and there's some shouting. Nobody on the inside seems to care.
Have we not been hearing screams and shouting this whole
Nope,
time?
they come and go.
I was gonna
The
say, is
last
there
batch
any-
was from
The
us.
last batch was from you.
Yeah.
Well, whoever hears that.
I would probably notice people reacting to it, but I don't hear it myself.
I was gonna say, is it any different than screams that we would have been hearing?
No.
Do I get advantage with Moongate? Because he can hear.
Yeah, you can hear. Doesn't he have? He has keen smell, doesn't he?
How close is the
I'll go.
screen?
I'll stick
Probably
my
right-
head out the
probably
front of the
like right
tavern.
outside.
And yeah, okay. I was gonna say, if it sounds that close, I'll just kind of walk to the front
Keen
door and
hearing and
peer
smell.
out.
All right, then yeah, he would have. He has advantage
well,
on hearing. You see some woman. She's sobbing over a body in the street. Kind of
One of the
riddled
bodies
with.
we left.
No,
Okay.
this one is riddled with crossbow bolts.
Does she look like super poor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Human, elf, dwarf.
Yeah, good choice. Let's go with. Let's go with.
Couldn't be this quick of a response.
Are they like crossbow bolts?
Yeah, they're from like a hand crossbow bolt. 2, 3,
I'm
4,
sure murder
5,
is happening all the time.
6. It's a half elf.
I fell. Is the bouncer still at the door?
Yeah.
What happened?
He peeks outside, sees the body. Money lenders, probably.
I mean, it is a Tuesday.
Money lenders.
Oi, miss! I'll call to her. Motion.
She's sobbing and she turns and looks at you. She's looking around like,
Yeah.
do I want to run or do I want to stay here?
You might want to get out of the street. Come talk to me.
So she sheepishly stands and heads your way. What are you gonna say to her?
What happened?
They killed my husband.
Whose day?
Zurio's men.
Are you having this conversation near us or in the door?
At the door.
Okay.
Zuria.
Depending on how big
Zuria.
I'm not making any effort to talk quietly at all, so
Yeah,
it's.
I'm still at the bar. I'll probably be agreeing with this.
I have really good sense.
Why were they after him?
He owed her money. And we couldn't pay it.
Was it like gambling debt or borrowed money or what's going on?
It was money for food.
Like, how much money did he owe?
Let's see, how much money would he have owed her? He would
It's gonna be some piddly depressing sum, and he
Just 7
died for
gold.
like 7 gold.
No, more like 70 gold.
Still.
That's a lot of money for someone.
Who would have
Food,
come to
pretty
collect
piddly.
for it?
I didn't know this one. He came and said, "Give us the money," and we had words, and then him and his goons just shot my husband.
Which way did they go?
She points up the street.
Like, do they have a? I don't know if you call it a headquarters or whatever, but where does Xenu keep her men at?
Zuria lives in the center keep of the city, where the watch is.
She pretty much run the city.
She runs everything.
So she controls the price of everything, and then she makes people borrow money, and then she kills people when they can't pay it back.
She's not a very nice person.
Sounds like a terrible investment strategy.
So when you borrow the money, who do you pay it back to?
You take it to the keep and give it to the guards there and pay her off. The bartender speaks up. It's like, that's not a fight you want to go after.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Zuri is a mean woman. Never met the likes of her before.
They never met Marin.
Probably not.
Maybe we could get these two crazy kids together. Oh no. That's a terrible idea.
Aren't you the gatekeeper?
I mean, I'm with you guys, whatever you want to do. Me personally, I only go after things if there's a payout. So.
I don't think we came here to topple a government.
Well,
Yeah, not really.
not really a government imagined payout.
That's what I was thinking. Actually, it's not maybe a direct payout, but
We could
think
make
of
our
all
own
of the.
payout, aka raid the coffers.
You all make very convincing arguments. You both make very convincing arguments.
As far as I'm concerned, the question is: do we want to do that first, or do we want to go after
Oh,
the
bless your heart, sir. Bless your heart.
the pickle?
Sora just walked over and gave the woman 3 gold.
Oh.
So if she controls the money, then we could bargain with her for the reward on Grimnuts or whatever his name is, and then wipe out the whole keep.
I like the way you
That
think.
would get us an audience.
I'm just gonna let every time she says that, yes, exactly.
Does she stay like this? Like how long is she like this?
Couple few hours.
It depends on a mood.
And what happens?
You should see her try and turn into a deer.
It's a pretty neat trick. I wish mine could last that long.
If you don't have anything further for
I don't really have anything specific now.
for Israela, she would like to go home.
Has she ever seen?
You gave her what? 3 gold.
Has she ever seen the?
I'll give her
boss
another
lady?
5 and tell her to stay down for a few days.
Give her how much?
Another 5,
You probably just fed her for a month.
probably. That's the idea.
And when we're done, you'll probably know it.
We're gonna be taking care of business here for a while. Try to stay down as long as you can. Might be a few days, might be upwards of a couple of weeks. Try to keep your head low.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bless you.
Before she goes.
Sorry, I didn't see that happen to your husband. I tried to help him too.
Before she goes, I saunter over and I ask her, are there any people in this place who oppose Valero, Macaro? What the fuck is her name?
Xenu!
Zero.
Zemo.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Zelda.
Investigation.
Michael's like, I'm gonna stop giving my characters names. I'll fuck them up anyway.
I write them down. I know who they are.
I'm the wrong person to ask these questions.
That's a
He's
natural
been calling
20.
Clock since
-1.
Thanksgiving,
19?
She kind of looks around at the people that are, in the street and
I'm
whatnot,
saying this
and
quiet.
she's like, not here.
Where?
Well, that's probably enough. Just the fact that
Not
that
your
answer
where.
tells
Now
us
when.
that
Are
there's
you
some kind of
hungry,
resource.
love? You could come inside. We can buy you a bowl of that meat salad soup.
Just point. in the general direction. We can find it.
She says, go to a bookstore, the Sorceress Sage.
Sorceress Sage.
And ask for Wilco. That's all I can say.
Roger that.
Yeah, partner named Roger.
I'm thinking someone like this person, whose name I can't remember, is going to have a lot of opposition.
It's a good thought.
And maybe he will have to be alone.
You don't make a lot of friends strong-arming people. And we saw the reception that we answered. You notice I didn't have no qualms taking them down. I knew exactly what they were. So.
We've at least made our presence felt. What we did out there is going to travel.
That's why we
People
did
are going to know when we walk up and say, what happened on the dock can happen in the keep.
That's specifically why I wanted to make a very
Loud entrance.
loud entrance. Yeah, if anybody accosted us in the street, I was going to make it as
Revolution!
I was going to make it as messy
Vive
as
la
possible.
revolution, la revolution!
If you have warriors, now's the time.
So, we're going to call it there at 10 o'clock.
All right. Nice stuff.
Of all the times to roll a natural 20, that was it.
Yeah.
They somehow got the grieving widow to look at a pink-haired orc. Half orc, sorry.
The hair, it's the hair. It softens my
You
image.
should you should give him a charisma buff while he's got the pink streak.
I'm almost picturing this poor sobbing woman who looks up at you and then your eyes just go up to your hair the whole time you're talking to her and just stay locked on the top of your head.
My eyes are down here, sweetheart.
How long are you going to be in bear form till?
3 hours.
3 hours.
You know when you go home for 4 hours? 3.
3.
Yep, a little bit now. It would technically, it would go down, wouldn't it? No, it should level divided by 2. Is how many hours or something.
It's part of my backstory why I can't take that yet.
What the?
What is that?
That's Peter sneaking.
Oh, yes.